Like the only way for you to like open yourself up to like things is to go outside. Like I like struggle with like depression and stuff like a lot. And like when you're depressed, like, you just want to stay inside all day and like do
It's
nothing.
true. Once you're like stuck in the cycle, it's so hard to break out of it.
Yeah.
Which is why don't get stuck in a cycle in the first place and live a healthier life.
Yeah, I mean it's harder. It's like it's so easier said than done. Like
sure.
Just don't be depressed. Like,
He doesn't have that fast reflexes. He's a little slow. He's so okay with everything right now. Oh my god! My condolences. I don't really know what you want me to say. Unfortunate. I'll just like spin a wheel of appropriate reactions and somebody can tell me if it's correct or wrong. I do not care. But anyways, we are going to be going over your games. So once again, if you would like to. So ready. Yes. Yeah, I love the knee up. Yeah, beautiful. We'll do final takedown here. He's turning into a pretzel. Pardon?
I am the father of AkaNemsko. Because
Oh my god!
Nemo.
Wait! Sorry, you're Anna's? This is Anna's
You
dad.
feel that average rating going up now, right?
Oh yes, our coach.
I also see the master.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh my god, that's crazy. Wait, are you guys just hanging out here in... Oh, you play a tournament. Oh,
Busy Bangkok Chess Club Open.
Oh.
Played the 7th round today with Gustafsson and Short.
Are you winning?
I win. I get 5 points again.
Okay. Well, you can
I get the
win.
same points as well.
Wait, so you're Anna's dad. That's so... I mean, I obviously recognize you.
Anna don't get it because she play in Reykjavik.
Yeah, she's like, oh my god, wait, that's so insane. I don't have Apple Pay set up, unfortunately. So, it's okay. It's alright. I'll just PayPal my friend. It's fine. We'll survive a day without cash. Yeah, we're literally broke in the Finnish district. It's cool. We'll have to figure out where we're able to... Oh, now that is an interesting suitcase. Did you guys see that orange suitcase that just went by us?
I have no idea, nervous.
Exactly, Ghost. Ghost gets it. Ghost gets it. It's just a very iconic Toronto street with all the streetcars. It's also super crowded right now, and I don't know why. I'm actually kind of surprised at this point that we don't have just automatic, like, you know, texture of the croissant looks kind of real. Bro, it's a real croissant.
Where did you buy it?
Sorry, I'm laughing too much now. It's from this guy called Philip Conticini.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why he thought it'd be a good idea to make giant croissants, but it's a great idea. It just makes you laugh looking at it. It's better because I asked for a plate from them, and it's the world's smallest plate for the world's biggest croissant. All of this is great.
Very much, but
No, I still made it. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh god. Okay. Oh my gosh. Fun move by my opponent. No, it's okay. Haha. No! Fucking stalemated. Not all planned. That was hard on my ears, I'm not going to lie. That was really, really, really loud.
Yeah, like follow all your passions. Like your life, like
Your life's too short to not do it. Really.
yeah, you never know like, what's gonna work. Like maybe you'll pursue something that you've been like, oh, I don't really want to do this, and like that's like what your career. Like you meet someone through that, and like you make a business, and you have financial freedom. Like there's just so much like so many doors that open up when you open yourself up to new things. Yeah.
Hear that, chat? We gotta clip that. Clip that. We're gonna post it. This is gonna be like one of those motivational, like, yeah.
Like the only way for you to like open yourself up to like things is to go outside. Like I like struggle with like depression and stuff like a lot. And like when you're depressed, like, you just want to stay inside all day and like do
It's
nothing.
true. Once you're like stuck in the cycle, it's so hard to break out of it.
Yeah.
Which is why don't get stuck in the cycle in the first place and live a healthier life.
Yeah, I mean, it's harder. It's like it's so easier said than done. Like,
For sure.
like, just don't be depressed. Like,
He doesn't have that fast reflexes. He's a little slow. He's so okay with everything right now. Oh my god! My condolences. I don't really know what you want me to say. Unfortunate. I'll just like spin a wheel of appropriate reactions and somebody can tell me if it's correct or wrong. I do not care. But anyways, we are going to be going over your games. So once again, if you would like to. So ready. Yes. Yeah, I love the knee up. Yeah, beautiful. Sorry, we'll do final few down here. So, turning into a pretzel.
I am the father of Anna.
Pardon?
I am the father of Anna. Because
Oh my god!
Nemo.
Wait! Sorry, you're Anna's? This is Anna's
You are
dad.
feeling the average rating going up now, right?
Oh yes, yes,
Me
our
too.
coach.
I also see the master.
Oh yeah, okay.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh my god, that's crazy. Alright, hello everyone. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Let me know if you're able to hear and see me. Okay. Does this kind of work? Hopefully it works. I'm using a brand new stream setup, so stay tuned about that. But I don't know why the clips were not having audio at the start. So, that is a work in progress. So in the meantime, you guys saw some other clips. But yeah, this is no longer a clip. I also did not have the starting soon on that one because I was so not ready. I don't know why the audio was not working on that starting soon screen. So something I will have to figure out with my brand new server. But anyways, so nothing about my physical setup is new. My software is all new, which I know you guys can't see any of that, but if the stream goes down, it would be the software issue. So fingers crossed that it is not going to be there's going to be no software issues today. Hopefully stream is as crispy, clear, and with okay audio. I know the audio sometimes gets a little messed up. But yeah, it's a brand new server. So anyways, for those of you who don't know, a really quick TLDR on how I stream is that I send my signal to our backup server. That backup server sends the signal to Twitch and YouTube and sometimes my friend's channel, which is why sometimes we accidentally go live on our friends' channels.
So, anyways, hopefully that won't happen. It is equally complicated. It is equally complicated. But yeah. I did move the light around. So, there is that. It is brighter. That is not a software problem. That is not a software feature. That is just my stream being my stream. Yo, thank you so much, Chibi Mass, for the 47 months. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ah, it's all right, Chibi. It's all good. Thank you, though. I appreciate the support. It's been a crazy, crazy, crazy week, actually. Especially right after I got back from Peru, from Lima. And then I was immediately on the flight. And then I was like, oh my gosh, we gotta go. We're heading over to Vegas and LA. So, yeah. Anyways, I do hope you guys all had a great week of streaming. Yeah, I know. That was a temporary fix. I was doing a lot of other stuff in the background, so I was not able to put on the starting soon for that one. I didn't realize that my editor had put starting soon as like a part of the video. Like they had made a text box for it onto the video for my previous starting soon screen. So I had no idea that I couldn't just toggle on the starting soon, and I was like really, really, really confused. But anyways, yeah, like I said, I'm using a brand new server. This is my first time using it, so fingers crossed. Yo, hey Kansen, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 6th month. Thank you. Thank you. It's all good. I was debated too this whole time. I thought I could move that starting soon on that page, and it was like, huh, that's actually just part of the old video. So yeah, anyways, this is our unofficial 2026 clips, I guess, because, you know, we stopped doing that for some reason. So, thank you, Chibi Mess, for the 100 bits. Thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, unfortunately, this new server still means we do not get to play DMCA audio. I apologize. So instead, we're gonna get some DMCA free covers. But that's okay. I'll eventually figure out how to play like audio on Twitch and not play audio on YouTube. One day I will figure that out. But that day is not today. It is definitely not today. But yeah, hey Snipe Dragon, yo, how are you? Thanks for joining. Honestly, dude, the whole like convention incident, we do have the update video for it. Whoa, is this camera quality okay? Hey Grease, thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 7th month. Thank you. Heck yeah. Thank you so much, Twooch, for the prime. Welcome back to your 18th month. I hope you guys are all doing really well. Thank you. Thank you guys. My chess set flies in my suitcase. That does not fit in a carry-on. No, those boxes you see up there are my 2 chess sets. I now have 2, because I have the original test version of it. There's a specific word for that. I forgot what it is. The prototype. I have the prototype version, and then I have the market version. Yo, something crispy live. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. The whole takedown situation is actually kind of complicated, because sometimes I do take down stuff, especially if they were being really nice, and they're like, I just don't want, somebody to see this. But then other times I'm just there like, but unfortunately I did take down a video, not unfortunately for taking down the video, but unfortunately somebody's like father had passed in one of my older videos, and they had requested that video to be taken down. This is like maybe 2 years ago now, and I was like, oh yeah, for sure. I'm like, so sorry that happened. So sorry about your loss. So yeah, very unfortunate, but usually takedowns are like a case-by-case basis, so we'll see. You want to see the chess set? I can show you guys the chess set. Yeah, sometimes we just build them for like editing fees and for wasting my time. Like, I'm gonna start doing this thing where if you come on stream and you point out there's a stream camera, I'm gonna like verbally get your acknowledgement that you're on, like, you know, you're on stream. Because, like, somebody tried getting a video taken down by being like, oh, I didn't know this was being recorded. Meanwhile, 2 meters from his face, less than 2 meters from his face, like this much from his face is a camera. And I was just like, are you serious? Anyways, bro had some pulls, so he was threatening, like, all these type of things. And I was just like, dude, pay me the $500 for my, like, time and the editor's time, and we'll take it down. So yeah, that happens sometimes. But yeah, you know, that is how some of the less pleasant interactions end up not being shown, if that makes sense. Because I do not want to have to deal with all of that. So, anyways, yeah. No, if you acknowledge the freaking camera and it's a public space, like, bro. Yeah. All good. So we're here now. I was a little stressed that day. It was actually, I don't consent to the chat showing up on screen, by the way. Yeah, I don't know what I need to do. Just an on the air live. Like, it also feels like it's so obvious I'm streaming. So I don't want to, like, carry around NDAs for everybody to sign. So I think, like, getting everybody's, like, verbal acknowledgement, like bro, like, for the guy that just is going viral, like, as of right now, he very actively, like, saw that I'm streaming, like, and acknowledges, like, oh, you're streaming too. So, like, we got that covered, I guess, but, yeah. Hey, Mickey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yo, if you guys are getting gifted sub, please make sure you're thanking them. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, yeah. Also put on a mic. So, yeah. But it's making me slightly regret not posting some of my, like, interactions from back in the day where it was freaking crazy. I've had some really, 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 really insane experiences. And let's just say there are places I don't go back to because of those experiences. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. I don't think he knew who I was. So I'm still very, very confused about that whole thing. But, like, hey, look, let bygones be bygones and all that stuff, you know? Yeah, I don't know. Do they just think I'm a schizophrenic? No, not New York. Not New York. This is a very specific place, but it's okay. We don't need to get into the details. Yeah. So today, what we are going to do is we're going to reward good behavior. Well, not necessarily reward good behavior. We're going to reward good games and bad games, by the way. So every single week, yeah, he didn't know me, nor did he really know chess rules. I was just like, we're gonna keep chatting, but I wanted to get you guys onto this, just so people have time to submit, because if you're coming in, and if you're new, or if you've been in here and just always have stream on mute, or whatever it is, I just want to let you guys know that you are able to submit games for Flex Friday. So this week's theme is perhaps a bit ironic. It's risk-taking. Oh, and thank you so much, little brassy Atlas, for the 6 months. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Bro, I do the least hidden camera vlogging. When people are like, you know, like, this is all, like, for show, like, none of this happened. Bro, you know how I stream? This is what my stream setup looks like, okay? Let me just show you. Literally, this is what it looks like. Like, it's the least hidden thing on the planet. I have an enduring curiosity on the back of my phone, and I have, like, this giant, like, handheld tripod and my giant iPhone 17. Like, there is nothing inconspicuous about my setup. So, yeah, I don't know, man. There's that one guy still pisses me off. The one guy who claimed, like, oh, he was not sober and, like, didn't realize there was a camera and made all those comments because of that. That guy still annoys me to this day. But, you know, yeah. It doesn't even have camouflage on it. Yo, thank you so much, Hoff, for the 5 gifted subs, too. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you guys got a gifted sub from Hoff, please make sure you're thanking them. Appreciate it. Yeah, he was sober enough to ask for my number. Ugh, whatever. It is what it is. No. This is... Sorry. This ended up being a conversation about a different guy. I'm just saying... Someone in the comments... Oh, gosh. Look. All I'm gonna say is that everybody, at some point in their life, can have bad moments. Absolutely. It happens. It all happens. You know? So, I'm just there to de-escalate. Because, yeah. Hey, Mickey, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, you really don't have to. 21 gifted subs. Yo! Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are great. If you guys got a gifted sub today, please make sure you're thanking them. And thanks for the 6-7. Thanks, Bozo. No, I was actually talking about a completely different situation that happened. Which is when this is a few years ago now, but I was streaming and this guy came up, was like, hey, can I play chess with you? And I was like, yeah, sure. You know, this is like a bar, whatever. He's like, well, he basically goes along the lines of, we posted the video of him with his face blurred out, because that's the only thing we could do, because he was like, claiming he was like filing all these things and he had some pull and I don't know, he was getting like a video or two taken down and stuff and it was really annoying. And yeah, anyways, but he was basically like claiming he claimed afterwards he didn't know he was on film and that he was not sober, so the things he says are like whatever. Anyways, that's a different story. But he was basically like, oh, you know, can I get your number? And I'm like very visibly like, no, I'm good, like not really into this, and like no thanks and all this stuff. And then he eventually goes along and it's like, okay, what about like we set up some kind of gig, like if I like beat him, I don't have to give him my number, stuff like that. Anyways, I beat him. It was just very unpleasant and it was like not something at all. He was so pushy about it. He was like, I refuse your rejection. And I was just there like, bro, like I so do not want to be in this situation right now, but I also so do not want to like get a beer thrown in my face or something. Can we just get this over with, please? So anyways, I beat him and all that stuff. But yeah, I found the fastest way to get out of those situations just to play the goddamn game, win the game, and then move on with your life. But yeah, anyways, that's the kind of stuff that he was like, oh, I'm not, like, I didn't consent to this being on video and stuff like that. I was like, bro, it's a live stream. Ugh. So yeah, we don't have that. But that would have done numbers. Hey, Zuning, thank you so much for the 9 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome back. I appreciate that. Thank you. There's nothing wrong with somebody shooting their shot. For sure. I'm all for it. Like, please, shoot it. But there's also a time and a place to be like, yeah, this is probably not the person you want to do that with, because, you know, she very clearly said, no thank you, I just, you know, can we just play this game? Yeah, so. Anyways, maybe do it. If you want it to be like that, just find a different time and place, because this isn't really the time nor place. So yeah. I don't know. After the no, it's like also why? Yo, X Moods, thank you so much for the $13.37. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you should never tell somebody, I reject your rejection. You should never, ever say that to somebody. Look, I do think that there's definitely a time and place where you can be a little bit more like if somebody says no the first time, you go back to them with a bouquet of flowers and being like, hey, by the way, it's me again. I'm still trying. Like, it's okay to do stuff like that, but it's like time and place, man. Time and place. Yeah, someone said this to me like 2 years ago, maybe 2.5, maybe 3 now. But that was a video that, yeah, anyways, it's crazy. Yeah, fair enough. Or like, look, whatever you want to do. I'm not your mother. I'm not like the police. I can't control it. But I'm just letting you know that there's better ways to go about that activity. You know, like there's things you can do to make your proposal more appealing. But yeah, time and place. It's all about time and place. If somebody is very clearly doing their job because they're streaming and they're doing their job, that is probably not the time and place to say, I reject your rejection. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, somebody was asking about my chess set. Let me go grab that. Dating tips with Nemo. Honestly, it's 2026. I freaking seems rough. I was wearing a skirt because I was filming something, but I will change into sweatpants. Alright, here it is. Thanks, Liam. Thank you. Yeah, well, I think we have the blurred out video somewhere. So, if you want to see it, it's somewhere out there. Oh, that's so smart, Matrix. I'm gonna do that next time. I'm gonna reject their rejection of my rejection. Trust me, there are no weird signals from me. If I say no, I mean no. But yeah, this is the chess set that we were playing on. And like I said, if anybody wants to be submitting a game for Flex Friday, this week's theme is actually taking a risk, which is why this week's Flex Friday is kind of ironic. It's also a really good like opportunity because I think it's kind of funny. It's like I highly advise people to take a risk for sure, absolutely, but there are definitely times and places where there's a big difference between taking a risk and just not being a great person. So, it's a great balance. But in chess, you don't need to worry that much because the worst thing that can happen to you is that you lose your game. And the best thing that can happen to your opponent is that you lose and they win their game. So, take all the risks you want in chess. Think twice before real life. If that makes sense. That's what I would say. Yeah, in chess, you don't need to read the room because the only person that suffers is you. In real life, there could be some other casualties, so do think a little bit. But yeah, hello, this is my own chess set. I did design it, and you can try it. You can check it out at !shop. Ah! The pricing that you see on the page, it will vary regionally, but will cover shipping and import taxes. So, it comes with the pieces, obviously. But the pieces are over here. These are the pieces! Yeah, apparently it also makes a great hat. This reminds me of that one guy we met at that one convention that's able to balance things on their head. Ugh. Oh my gosh. It's working! I have it pinned up top because it's like not showing up manually for some reason. So, whoa, this is actually going on longer than I thought. Damn. I'm able to balance it on my head for like probably not that long. I don't know if I can move or anything. But if you okay, there we go. I can't. Whew. That was fast. But yeah, if you guys want to check it out, it's just at !shop. And I appreciate all of your support. Now make it spin. Yeah, there's this one guy I know who's able to like just balance things on his head because he's got like a flat part here. But anyways, balance maxing! Thanks, Senki. Thank you. It is quite shiny. The gold's actually quite shiny, so there is a color contrast that you don't quite get on camera. But the pieces are like this green turquoise type. It's all wood. Everything's wood, actually. This board is wood. The whole set's very heavy. And the pieces are quite heavy because it is wood. So yeah. It is wood. Yes. But it's also behind me on that shelf. I have two. The board has stayed the same. The piece colors have changed a little bit since prototype. But everything is wood. The board itself is hand screen printed in the UK. Ships out of the UK. So if you're in Europe, or if you're actually straight up in the UK, obviously it's the fastest to get. And then we're also going to be releasing red pieces. So like the red to kind of match the board color is probably going to be the red option pieces. So yeah, we're going to have a second set option for you guys. Yo, Panda Stress! Thank you so much for the tier 1. Welcome back to your 9th month. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, super complicated, for sure. Absolutely! But I really enjoy designing things, so we also have my own clothing stuff coming out very soon. So that should be also a really good time. You want jade? Unfortunately, jade pieces were a little too expensive to source. But if you really want them, I'm sure I can make it happen. I can probably make it happen. The cream color? I don't know. I'm just letting people customize it, man. Like, if you want one of the sets to be red instead of green, go for it. Or if you want green and red, I don't know. You can just pick and choose. You just can't get... You can only get 2 colors. So I guess we can offer whatever color is available. But, yeah. Red on... That's what I thought. I thought red on red would not be that visible, but people were asking for it. So I was like, okay, I might as well as release... Like, it doesn't come at an additional cost. It will be still the same price, so... You know? Hey, Snipe Dragon, thanks so much for the Prime. Welcome back to your 3rd month. Thank you. Thank you. And Nordic, thank you so much for the double sub. Welcome back to your 18th month. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. But yeah. Once again, don't forget to submit games for Flex Friday. We are going to be doing some game analysis for you guys. And then, not actually too sure. Well, we'll probably, dude, like, well, I know some key core community members are gonna hate to hear me say it, but I don't got that much going on right now, so we might play League. Well, we might play League of Legends later. Yeah, I know. I'm doing great, actually. I'm doing mentally fantastic. It's just, you know, this has been a pretty chill period of time. We are able to just, you know, have a little fun. So yeah, we might be reverting to our old habits. League of Legends. I am doing totally okay. No, I actually am. But for those of you who don't know me, League was my very first game. Not like literally first game ever. It's just my first ever video game was League. I do really enjoy League. I'm okay with TFT. I don't love TFT. It's fine. TFT is fine. If I was in boot camp, which I'm not because I was too busy with travel, I would have done TFT, but yeah. Anyways. Oh, you lost me a long time ago. League's my favorite game. So. Alright. We're gonna go on to Flex Friday. I am an Irelia one trick mid. Yeah. I know, Konzen. But, look, I personally really like the game. So, you know? Because I'm thinking of, like, other games I could play. No poker right now. No poker at the moment. We're coming back to it, though. We're gonna come back to it. Just not right now. Imagine playing League and not being toxic. Heck. I definitely bring out my toxicity in League a little bit, but then so does everybody else, so I feel like it balances, if that makes sense. It depends. Sometimes I have so much stuff to film because there's Star Wars stuff next week coming. We're gonna do Star Wars actually this Sunday because it's gonna be, I know May 4th is like official Star Wars day. I even brought, oh my gosh, I brought my lightsabers back from my parents' place. As a master player for 12 years, I hate this game. Yeah, but think about it, right? You've played that game for 12 years. I've played chess for 23. So, it's relatable. It's very relatable. I get it. But we have our lightsabers. We have Darth Maul's hilt. Oh my gosh, I need to go pick that up. But we have these. So I'm very excited about that. And then we're gonna do this cosplay on the 3rd because I'm not streaming on the 4th. I have a lot of stuff on the 4th. So I won't be here with you guys physically on May 4th. May the 4th May the Force be with you, but I will be here mentally on the 4th. These lightsabers were a gift from Art Sabers. So they let me pick whatever I wanted. I went for the biggest and the longest. I'm not even joking. I'm pretty sure. Well, I do really love Darth Maul, but I got like the extra big version. And that's why. Oh, this side is just a little. That's why. Sorry. No, it's so hard to get all 3 clasps on at the same time. I need 3 hands for this. Okay, there we go. Whee! Extra huge. It's actually 2 sabers, right? Well, because Darth Maul carries a double, like, one of those sabers. That's why I have one of these, because I really like Darth Maul's saber. Yeah, so I can't wait for that, but that's where we have our lightsaber stuff for May 3rd. Yes, it is, because his lightsabers are also detachable in the movies. Fun fact. I found so many friends. I made so many new friends this past weekend because of Star Wars. It's actually really cool. Yeah, I'm a dark side enjoyer for sure. He has a dual-bladed saber, so I have a dual-bladed saber. But yes, I do really, really, really enjoy my Star Wars Z. Alright, cool. Thanks, Mysterio. Welcome to the channel. I honestly, like, in that moment, when I was there, I was just like, please just get me out of this situation. I don't want to be here. But, oh my gosh, since that happened, I've had so many DMs. Like, my DMs are flooded with people asking for diamond memberships on chess.com. So first of all, if you want to check out chess.com, you can buy a 12-month membership for $12-ish per month instead of the 20 that it is, 21 I guess, per, like, if you buy it on a month basis. But I am not in the business of giving out free diamond memberships all the time. This was something that I had set up with chess.com, being like, hey, I'm gonna be going to Level Up Expo. Like, I was there for actually a Magic the Gathering tournament. That's a different story. But I was there for Magic, and I was like, hey, I'm going to be here for a Magic tournament with my esports org, FlyQuest. You know, FlyQuest has kind of pledged some hoodies to give out. Would you guys be down to give out some memberships? And I was like, they were like, yeah, sure, no problem. So that's why I had some. But obviously nobody beat me that day, so I was just kind of giving them out as on a per, like, hey, you played. Do you want a membership? Do? Okay, cool. So yeah, anyways, that's why I had some memberships to give out. But if you do want more memberships... Oh, I haven't canceled anything. Look, I don't even know if bro knew how to set it up, because part of the thing that we did not show, which you will see at some point, is that he came back, right? And was like, okay, like, you know, you really wasted my time, all that stuff. And I was like, okay, how can I make it up for you? And all that stuff. He was like, I was like, I can give you, like, chess.com memberships. And he was like, okay, what are those? And I was like, well, chess.com, like, you know, premium, the stuff. I was like, and I see him like taking a picture of it and it's pulling up to like the login page. I'm like, oh, do you have an account? This wasn't the exact, but I was basically like, you're gonna need to make an account. Which is why I gave him extra ones, because I was like, okay, he might have scanned this one, it might no longer be valid. So here, take this one to really make sure. And then after that, take this one, and then take this one too. But I don't think he didn't know what it was. And I was like, all right, well, maybe that will help his chest a little bit. Dude, so many people were flooded. My DMs were flooded also with people showing support. So that was really nice. But I also have a ton of people that were like, free memberships, literally, let me check. So anyways, I made a little story today about how if you want memberships, you can play in these arenas that I host. Once again, those are also chess.com sanctioned. Thank you guys. Where I can give out 3 memberships for like the arena. So yeah. And then he flipped me. And I was like, oh, okay. I was like, bruh, thank you. I was like, I don't want this to escalate any further. Look, this is all I got. So arenas are just tournaments. They're like basically mini tournaments. Whoever is part of the community can join. They start at a certain time. I always post about it. We'll probably do one this weekend. They're also a funnel for Flex Fridays, which is our day of the week where we get to give out 50 buckaroos. This is coming from the stream fund. Thank you, chat. Thanks for subbing and donating. That's where this fund comes from. Where I give out 50 bucks for the best game and 25 bucks for the worst game every 2 weeks. And then the arenas are every 2 weeks. So, yeah. So cool. Yay! So that's what we're going to be doing today, is that our very first game is a fail. Submitted by... Wait, how do I... There it is. Submitted by Naru, the Black Swan. Played as black. I took my opponent to the deep dark forest where the path is only wide enough for 1 and 2 + 2 = 5. Okay, after the dust settled, the endgame was completely winning, but I got swindled out of my mortal. Should have been a flex. So this week's theme for Flex Friday is risk-taking. I'm suggesting you guys take risks because it's a good time for you. Just... yeah, risks in chess. Risks in chess. Yeah, also, who still gives the middle finger in 2026, man? Like, bruh. Yeah, I thought no one could beat that mumbling guy that was knocking down pieces. Oh, I don't even remember who that one was. When was that? Yeah, you can spend your crisp 50 American dollars on 2 months of chess.com memberships. Yo. Yes, it can be, Sing Ricker. Yeah, for sure. We've definitely had that happen before, where one party would submit their best game and the other party submitted their worst game. Oh, that guy. I don't think that was scary at all. I was just so tremendously confused. That was not the same, like, levels of, like, you know, I honestly, like, wasn't even sure what to make of that. I wasn't, like, annoyed about, like, I was a little annoyed because it was like, bro, what do you mean? Like, I took this piece on the board. What do you mean you're asking me what happened? Like, what's the context here? But as far as, like, interactions go, I was just so confused more than anything else. I was just, like, massively confused. I was just freaking confused as heck. That was more of like a... whereas this is more like a... let's not do that again. But yeah. Yeah, this one was a little bit more like, memberships. That's funny. Hello, happy Friday. Hello. Okay, so Naru the Black Swan. Let's take a quick look. So Naru says that this could have been their immortal game, which means that this was supposedly could have been a very, very good game. Yeah, there's a little difference though. I think, like, there is not normal behavior, and there is crash out, and then there is whatever happened. I don't know. Look. I've been in chess for 23 years now. So, you know, there's that theory that at some point something will happen. Like, everything that can happen will happen. So it's kind of more like that. Everything that can happen will happen. So I gotta go through all these experiences at least once. But it's all good. I've never worked retail or anything. So like, you know, I'm ready for retail. I feel bad for people that have to deal with customers and stuff like that. That I guess can be assholes. Yeah. Murphy's Law. Thank you. When I was going through that whole scenario, I was just thinking about all my friends that work in like industry and stuff and have to deal with customers, and I was just there like, damn. Is this how that feels like? So, here we are. But yeah. That's fair, Sheercat. That's fair. That is valid. Mad respect to everybody that works in customer service. Props to you. Everybody who works like front facing. Alright, Naru, the Black Swan. With that brilliant! Nice. Derve. So this is actually a really good move. Basically, you just work with inventors. Aw, that's cute. So bishop takes. And then bro sacrifices the rook. So this is also really freaking good. And then what ends up happening is that bro is up a queen. Sorry, he's not really up a queen. A queen for 2 rooks is like equal material, but he is up 4 pawns and they're all passed pawns. So this is completely winning. So bro is winning. This is a long game as well. You wanna smack the living lights out of him? Damn, Ovo. So yeah, bro should have won this game. No, definitely, there's a reason why they're security guards, right? Okay, so I don't know why bro has lost all his pawns since then, but unfortunately, this is starting to look like a draw. To be fair, it's not the worst game I have ever seen in my entire life, Naru. He didn't lose, but it's certainly not great. Going from this position and not being able to win is probably not fantastic. Like, you should always be keeping your pawns more or less with your king, right? Because then your opponent can't check you. But if you get too far away, then it would be a little bit rough. So, should have been a win, that's for sure. It's mid, exactly. Thanks, Necromancer. Nah, it's all good. We're chilling. Thanks, though. Okay, next up, we got Gary. Played us black. Here's a very old game from 1100 Gary, who risked sacrificing a knight with tempo to play c4 and risked not taking the free queen to play mate 11. Took 30 moves, but it was always forced mate. Okay, nice. Also, it'll be my birthday next Thursday, so I expect chat and nice to be... expect Nemo and chat to be nice and give me 50. Damn. Oh, I agree with this. Absolutely, Snipe Dragon. For sure. Absolutely. Okay, so once again, Gary is referring to the fact that if you win Flex Friday, which is actually community voted, I only pinned the top 5 games, but chat gets to vote for which one actually deserves the 50 buckaroos. This one could be on the list, so we gotta see. We're gonna see if it deserves to be on that list. Yeah. What I was not expecting from that whole engagement is for how many people to be in my DMs asking for a membership. I was like, damn. I honestly have no idea who I met while I was at Level Up Expo. I met some pretty interesting people, but I was mostly just hanging out with my friends. Like, I was hanging out with my Magic partner, because we were playing a Magic tournament together, and then I was hanging out with, like, FlyQuest and a couple of other Magic streamers and stuff, so... Yeah, I was kind of like... Oh, yeah, and Gina. So yes. But that was kind of my weekend. We were hanging out with Gina. Like I said, FlyQuest and Magique. That was my entire weekend. Okay, so you're 1100 and you go for this. Damn, nice. Well, we streamed with Gina on Friday. And then I was hanging out with Talia, that's my partner's name. She was great, but then she had to leave a little early, so then I was hanging out with which Magic streamers? Lua? I don't actually know if they all stream. I just assume they did. Danny, Mina, but yeah. There were a couple of cool people. Oh, and I guess Gavin. But Gavin, I don't know if he streams. He's like a Magic the Gathering game designer. I believe. But yeah, all the streams from LA were so much fun. The dumplings were great. It was so nice hanging out with Trisha. It was fun being with Alex Botez again. Yeah. I don't think Gavin streams, but he's an MTG personality. I don't know. A lot of game developers I know play their own games. Like, I'm friends with August. August designed Jinx from League of Legends. He plays the game. Oh, that's cool, Stuart. Nice. Heck yeah. Alright, I think Gary's game is really good especially for somebody who's like 1100. Took a lot of risks. A lot of sacrifices. This is actually really, really cool as an 1100 to be able to do this. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, sacrificing the horsey over here. Yeah. That's a good game by an 1100. Cool. You're pinned for flex. This game is an example of a game that has, you know, potential to win 50 buckaroos. Yeah, Alex is really tall. And on top of that, she likes to wear heels, making her even taller. I respect it. Okay, next up, we got Bozo. Played as white. Besides playing the Polish against a 28-900 National Master, I tried to go for a very aggressive pawn play on the king side, despite casting that direction. But hey, it all worked out. Let's take a look. Oh, let me press game review. Penalty blitz rounds. We've done that for content before. I don't know where it is, but I think I still have the footage from doing that. Funnily enough, I've been watching a lot of Top Chef, and it's Top Chef Carolinas. Don't even get me onto that, but their current episode is an episode about spicy. Like, apparently Carolinas grows a lot of chili peppers. So, like, they have this Carolina Reaper pepper and this Pepper X that somebody, like, made. And I'm just there thinking, like, if your pepper... Oh, fun fact about spice is that there is a Scoville, like, measurement for how spicy something is. And it's, like, the X pepper is, like, 2.6 million on that unit of measurement, whereas a jalapeno is like 2,000. I'm just there like, who finds this fun? Like, genuinely. For me personally, I like spice if it helps with flavor, if it's like an accoutrement, like if it's like Thai spicy with a little bit of like acid and sweetness and, you know, a little bitterness and a little bit of spice, then that's good. And it's just like, why? You know? Yeah, I don't know, man. Because, like, at some point, it's like, you can't taste anything. Like, if you just... There is no way you could tell me that you're actively able to taste what that pepper really is. This is true, Nordic. It makes sense for the breeders. But then I'm just like, what is the market? But, like, I disagree, Ovo. If you are a culture that enjoys spice, like Chinese, or if you're from India or Mexican or like a lot of other countries in the world, a lot of other cultures in the world really enjoy spice, right? But for example, in Chinese culture, there is mala spice, which is different from like Sichuan spice versus like just straight up chili spice or chili oil spice or like all that stuff. So yes, I think the tolerance makes this a bit subjective, but also at the same time, there is a cap. There, you cannot tell me there's a human out there. You cannot tell me there's like an active population of humans out there who are like, oh yeah, let me just buy the Pepper X today. Like that can't be more than like 5 people on the planet. I'm sorry, like you can't just be throwing one of those into your cook and be like, this is exactly the type of spicy I was going for. So yeah, I get it for eating contests, but I don't get it for the sake of like, it just doesn't seem fun. I just don't want to do that. Anyway, sorry. Random rant about Top Chef. Yo, NTB! Thank you so much for the 20 gifted subs. What the heck? 25 gifted subs! Yo! Almost cheated you out of 5. Thank you so, so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. No, that's literally what I'm saying. Like, I prefer when spice enhances other flavors on the dish and not a complete takeover. Dude, I ate, and what's the chip? The 1 chip challenge? I did the 1 chip challenge on stream. And then I just was dying off stream. Like, it was so bad. I'm never doing that again. My stomach was literally just like, I thought I needed to go to the hospital, but because I was living in the US and I didn't have insurance in the US, I was like, nah, we're gonna stick this out. So yeah, anyways. No, I'm still here, obviously. It's not worth it at all. Killed by the 1 chip. So. I can handle some spicy food, once again. No, I had that. That wasn't too bad. Like, oh, the bulldog was really bad. No, I had that. That was really bad. I died. Yeah, you're right. I actually had that. Did not videotape it. So. True, Adam. Exactly. Exactly. Alright, sorry, back to Bozo Chess's game. Bozo Chess over here. What do you say again? He would try to go for a... Oh yeah, this is a very aggressive pawn play. I think it is actively bad, but perhaps the results... Yeah, but you can get pure Sichuan spice without the la. But ma is actually num. And la is chili, so the la is more of the Sichuan. Like, it doesn't have to be Sichuan. Sichuan is known for ma la, but Sichuan spicy can also just be not ma la spicy. There's other options to Sichuan spice. I think it was the 3x. It was bad. I don't know if this game really deserves... Oh, I like that move though. He sacrifices the rook! So this rook sack is really good because if the king goes here, there's this. And then if you go for king takes, there's queen here. And then obviously checkmate. Yeah, I like spice. Once again, I like spice, but I don't like my taste buds being blown off. I don't know if this deserves a pin. I think there's other games. Sorry. I apologize. Yes, it is positional risky. I just don't think it's enough of a flex, Bozo. I'm not doubting that it was a risk. I just don't think it was like that crazy. Oh, I like all kinds of spices though. I like Chinese spices like mala, but then I also like just chili spice. Then I also really like Indian spicy, like curries and stuff like that. But then I also like Japanese curries that don't have spice. But then I also really like Thai spicy, which is like usually like a sweet and spicy. Can also just be flat out spicy, which I have found out, unfortunately, but yeah. I like all kinds of spicy. Though I think the one thing I don't really like is a pure dry spice. Other than mala. I struggle a lot with Chinese foods that are not mala and have like just a kick. Like if it's just kicking me and no numb, like a hot pot or something, I'm just dying, bro. Like if it's in a soup, I am dead. I cannot do like Chinese spicy hot pot or just like Chinese spicy dishes that doesn't have like mala. Because the ma really helps with the spicy sensation. Like if my tongue is numb, I can't taste the spice. Does that make sense? That's why I like mala a lot. Korean spicy is also very spicy. I lived in K-Town for a while in LA, and it was a lot of spicy foods, but I think I got pretty used to that. I still order everything on like mild, bro. Please. Yeah, so I think it's very specifically like Korean spices in that category, and then the Chinese categories that are not mala that I struggle with the most. But then again, I also do not have the best palate for spiciness. And that's okay. Alright, so Connor's game. Connor definitely, let's see, what did Connor say? Played us by risk taken. Sacrifice the rook on h1 for a stronger attack. Whoa, we're not even at that point yet. Oh, damn! Oh my gosh, wait. Here we are. That's actually really funny. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is actually kind of cool. So bro is completely, like, fine in this position, quote unquote. But... English mustard? You know what? I actually kind of like mustard. So the king moves up and then he sacrifices the rook. But that's okay. Look at how much the evol is like in his favor, right? And all of this is because bro has the attack on. So he is threatening checkmate, so the opponent moved the rook over, and then he plays knight f6. Double exclamation mark! And then double exclamation mark, sacrificing the queen. Wow, okay, that is a beautiful, beautiful game with checkmate here. That's kind of nice. After having watched yesterday's Top Chef, I will comfortably say I am not eating ghost peppers. Also, no thank you. But yeah, this is really, really cool. So, I like it. He doesn't tell the rating ever because he plays it on the site that we will not talk about, but that might beat your game. We got some good games. Okay, next up we got a fail by Pranav. Played as black. SMH, my head. Hi, I'm not taking challenges today, nor are we doing an arena, but tomorrow will probably be either tomorrow or Sunday. I think it's gonna be Sunday. I think we'll do an arena on Sunday. So if you come back on Sunday, we'll do an arena. Well, look, I'm just saying there's probably more crossover. Me and Gotham and Lucy. There's probably more crossover between chess and cooking than there is between NASCAR and cooking. What do you guys think? Sorry. I will stop roasting this season of Top Chef. It's fine. If it was Formula 1, I would have loved it. But because it's NASCAR... Fair assumption. I just really want to know. Like, you know when there's like a Venn diagram of people that like playing chess and people that are socially awkward? It's basically like this. The Venn diagram of people who like NASCAR and actively watch NASCAR and care about NASCAR, and people who care about like top level cuisine and like food and like it's probably like this. Not NASA. NASCAR. So yeah. That's true, Boy Shack Sag. Oh well. Miami's this weekend, right? That's very generous. No, it's okay. We're all socially adept here. Not NASA. The Venn diagram between NASCAR and socially awkward is also. Okay, guys. You love chess, NASCAR, and cooking? Damn. I didn't say barbecue isn't high-level cuisine. I'm just saying barbecue is one type of cuisine. You know, like... Anyways, my point is, what they're doing on Top Chef is most of the time not barbecue. That's where I'm going with this. What the heck is happening to your game, Pranav? Sorry, I like skipped through this. Okay, so bro sacrifices the horsey. How did you get in such a bad position after bro sacrificed the horsey? And he got the queen. Traded off. I'm yet to meet someone in NASCAR who's not American. Okay, bro's literally up a rook. What could go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, we're still up a rook. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be stalemate, isn't it? Bro's pawn is still... Oh gosh. I saw it. I saw it. Yeah, that's a fail for sure. We love snatching a draw from the jaws of victory. You know, I haven't like done enough research into NASCAR, so I'm gonna pause on the NASCAR stuff. But like, I don't know, the cars just look like normal cars. I can't get over that. I don't know how to get over that. I know that there's probably not a normal car, and it's probably like got these like specific engines, and they probably go really fast, and they can go on the curb and all that stuff, but like, it looks like a sedan, no? Anyways. It is what it is. Okay, next up, we got Benny C. I freaking love Formula 1. Get me in. Player call. Flex. Played as black. Cool, cool, cool. Oh, that is the point. Ah, got it. But also, don't they just turn... Well, I guess... Yeah, you just mostly turn left, no? I love sports cars, yeah. I like cars in general. But... Like, I like a lot of vintage cars as well. It's just specific ones. I'm not super into motorcycles, mostly because I just personally would never own a motorcycle, unfortunately. I would go to a racetrack to race it, but I've heard such horror stories from everybody I know who owns a motorcycle. Like, I can't personally, I think, advocate for riding a motorcycle because of how mostly unsafe it kind of looks, and how people on the road like don't necessarily, you know, respect cyclists, never mind motorcyclists. So I'm just there like, look, I'd rather go skydiving. I'm just saying, I would rather go skydiving than ride like a motorcycle. Like as like an everyday activity. Obviously, like I said, once or twice, I'm sure it's fine, and yeah. But, oh gosh, Calc. Hey Jackmer, thank you so much for the Prime. Welcome back to your 67th month. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Also, North America is not climate friendly, so I agree with you on that. I don't know what that is, and I don't want to see it, Conson. Don't tell me about it, please. Sounds... Would rather... I don't know if I would rather skydive every day, because that also doesn't sound the most pleasant, but... Wait, is this the right game? Played as black, for it came to me seen in a dream. Well, it says you played as black, but it says your IGN's player called, and the IGN doesn't match up, so I'm a little confused. But yeah, that's true, Beal. I would do it in the middle of nowhere, like out on the countryside, or like I said, like on a racetrack or something. Just somewhere where, like, the only person who can be at fault for a crash is me, if that makes sense. Like, if I can be the only person responsible, because I just feel like 95% of motorcycling, this game doesn't make sense. Alright, I'm sure bro will rectify it, because that was not an interesting game. Yeah. At least it's not a motorbike. But I feel like 90% at least of motorcycling accidents are not necessarily the cyclist's fault. I've seen so many like accidents on the street. So I'm just kind of like, ugh. Stay safe. Alright, Flex, played as black. My rating was 195, my opponent was 201. Cute. That's very cute. Oh, look at their 3-digit ratings in the 200s. Oh. Okay. What the heck? Wow. You guys see this? This 195 found a pin. That's crazy stuff. Well, on Flex Friday, we dig small rating too, because small rating is where like some of the magic happens. You just don't expect 200s to really be able to play games like this a lot of the time. So, this is probably true, Beal. But you're also in Europe. Alright, pretty good game. I think he definitely took a little risk. I feel it. I kind of like it. It's probably not going to stay on the top 5, but for now it's going to be on the top 5. Yeah, exactly. Small people are also people. I mean, I feel like the risk was literally playing a game as a 200 now. Okay, jokes aside, I think this whole check, and like, it must have been so scary picking up this queen and putting it on g5. What if this was not a pin? But like, also as a 195, being willing to like, take a step out of your comfort zone, not playing bots and playing as a human, that's kind of taking a risk, which we need to get more people to do. So many people are always like, you know, I play against bots and stuff like that. How do I actually improve? Well, the answer is to work on your, you know, chess. Just play a couple games here and there. Alright, we got Rutto, played as black. Absolutely breathtaking checkmate. At least for me, not my proudest game. I don't care for the money. Okay, cute. Yeah! Blind squirrel finds a nut. But what if it wasn't a blind squirrel finds a nut? What if bro really saw that tactic and was able to like execute it? Yoink. Yoink. Alright. Wait, what the heck? Alright, bro just gave up some pieces for no reason. I don't know if this game really is a flex, but it's a good game. It's a very good game. I like the way you checkmated at the end here. I do think the opponent had to help a little bit for that to happen, but you're 1200, so. Alright, next up we got Arum. Played as white against an 1,114 rated opponent when I was still at 666 splits. This involved a brilliant knight sacrifice to gain the upper hand. He's exactly 666. of spicy. I don't really know if this game took a risk, though. I'm not gonna lie. Like, sure, he sacrificed the knight. But this is also a very verifiably, like... I think it's a well-known line, so it's kind of close. I mean, he's 666. We should probably pin it. He probably doesn't know theory, because he's so low rated, which is okay. That's alright. Okay, next up, we got Angry Bull. Hi, Nemo. I hope you're doing well. I am, thank you. For my rating, I felt like risking my rook was a good idea to get a better position and pretty much worked out at the end. Have a good week ahead. Thank you. Let's take a look at your game. You didn't know it was an actual line? Okay, no worries. I had my doubts that you would have known. It's okay. Just by looking at your rating alone, it's very unlikely that people who are 666 are looking at theory, you know? So, for them, it's a risk. For a grandmaster, that would have been theory. Whoa, why does this deserve a brilliancy? Huh, because the bishop can take this rook, so Angry Bull sacked a rook, basically? Well, an exchange. A bishop for a rook is an exchange. Oh, and a cute little discovered attack. Look at these sacrifices working out for the Angry Bull. And he wins this game, yes? I will assume. Eventually. With no stalemates? Okay. We get there. For a second, I was like, is bro actually going to even finish the checkmate? But, okay, do I think this game is a pin? It's actually so funny that, the chess.com, like, eval thing thinks it deserves a pin, because I'm not actually fully sure. I have these old cookies from, like, 2 days ago. I'm just gonna eat it. 'Cause I'm hungry. Alright. I like the fact that you risked your rook. I think it really was the rook, more so than the pawn, that really did it for me. I mean, the knight. I think this, as a positional sacrifice, is really smart. Also because you had to. You know, the knight under attack and everything, but it ended up working quite well for you. All good, Ardo. Happens. It is an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. I think there was miso in here as well. If you're asking for more in-depth, didn't Alrum literally just submit your game? This is as in-depth as we go. For the purpose of identifying who deserves 50 buckaroos the most, I look at viewer games, but I don't really analyze or anything. I'm not like, I am not your chess coach. If you want a chess coach, well, first of all, have you thought about getting a chess.com diamond membership? Fun fact, chess.com actually tells you exactly where your mistakes are. It is that one is Star Wars, and the other one is Berserk. It's Griffith. And Guts. Because Berserk's my favorite manga. Okay. This was by Pagale. Played as black, and through hard work and dedication, strategically managed to play myself into a losing position against a player 100 points my better. Then at a critical moment, I managed to find the only move to not only not lose, but to be in a winning position, followed by a timely rook sacrifice in a complicated position, then swiftly followed up by a pawn sacrifice to win the game. The risk comes from deciding to play sacrifices from what was a dead loss position in the hope there was something there. I like this write-up. Nice. How come you can't say that? Exactly. What Bozo said is very true. Hope chess is now risk. Okay. Yoink. Ooh. I mean, I think I like it. It's not quite up there yet, but I do see where he took the risk, you know? Like, his king fucking sucked. This king position is awful. There's an open file in front of your king. Even if you don't know how to play chess, well, then you should know that, at the very least, if your king is exposed, right? Because the king's the piece you're trying to protect, that's probably not a good thing. So, no matter, like, how little you know about the game, you know that bro is not in a good spot here. And yeah, Pagale turned that around. I like it. Okay, cool. Nice. Hello. Hello, hello. Welcome, first-time chatters. We're doing Flex Friday today, where the best game wins 50 buckaroos and the worst game wins 25. So, yeah. Okay, fail. Played as black. My horse was wandering. His rook was hanging. Win for me was in English. Sadly, I only spoke Mandarin. What is this haiku? Haiku. Haiku is the volleyball anime. Haiku is the poetry style. Nice, Andros. Okay, not Goldsmith. Yoink. Okay. This is a fail, by the way. I mean, on the pure basis of not having enough fails, I will pin it, but... Hey, look! You're almost doing it. Why not use your knight? Okay, you know what? This game was pretty bad. He didn't even try to defend against that pass pawn. One, two, three. 3 fails. Okay, next up, Jaeyeon. Played as black. Strong start, twig strength, finish. Damn. Are you drinking some Sima? The only thing I miss about Vappu. This is just a fail, so. What could possibly... Sorry, what? Oh no, this is not a good move to make. This is a very bad move to make. It just weakens your king side when your horsey needed the protection. Okay, I'm actually so confused about this game. 10 games. Bro, how do we get checkmated on this side of the board now? Oh my gosh. I mean, visually, this game was absolutely atrocious. Like, bro was getting chased from the king side and then managed to get checkmated on the queen side. That's pretty impressive. I can't just make Sima here. I don't have those gigantic mushrooms to put in my tub. Thank you for Prime subbing. Thank you. Okay, next up, we got Hey Pog. Played as black. I played an IM, decided to play a rescue. I played the craziest gambit, as in Witty's sayings, the alien gambit. Check the game to find the result. Nice. Cute little write-up. Did you take a storytelling class or something? The classic. Bait them in. And then don't reveal. I love that. Bro has a marketing guy on his future career. I'm just good with English. Alright, cool. That works. Find out in the next episode. That's literally, oh my gosh, that's how they edit cooking shows these days. And I'm just there like, bro, there cannot be something this dramatic happening in my Top Chef, bro. They're like showing somebody's arm in a cast and stuff. And I'm just there like, all right, what happened? I find the trailer very funny for a lot of these type of shows because it's like it's a cooking show. What could have possibly happened? Alright, anyway, sorry, back to Kardic's game. Yeah, Kardic's got a good attack going on. You know? Yeah, exactly. Like, too much. Like, not enough. That's literally what I'm saying. I cannot deal with drama. Like, it's fine if I'm watching, like, a dramatic show. Like, if I'm watching a drama, I expect drama. I do not expect drama in my goddamn cooking competitions. Unless, like, obviously it's, like, Gordon Ramsay, which is supposed to be... Like, this is Top Chef, guys. Right, they always show, like, these really sudden cuts with, like, bum, 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 bum. I'm just there like, alright, well, look. First of all, we know nobody died because it's a cooking show. Secondly, the most dramatic thing that could have possibly happened on the show is somebody not putting in enough salt. So can we please relax with the edits here? It's just not that deep. Yeah. Anyways, that's my grievance. Do I think this game is good enough for a pin? Chopped is also super dramatic. Fresh crab bought back. A Fugu cooking show would also be crazy. Yeah, I know, Nordic. This is so true, Zandros. Oh my gosh. No, why is it's actually so true. Alright, okay. We keep getting sidetracked. But, yeah! She stole my butter! Or like this pot was on here and then they always show a clip of somebody else using that pot or something and then going back and being like, where did my pot go? There's always that in a cooking show. Sorry, I watch so many cooking shows. I'm thinking. Do I feel like this game is a pin? Maybe? Maybe not? Yeah. I think it's gonna be a pass, unfortunately. I freaking love the Great British Baking Show. I love it. Love it. So good. Prue and whatever his name is are so funny. Prue is amazing. I literally watched that show for Prue. I want to be like Prue when I am 87 years old. Sorry, this is so British, but... Great British Baking Show. This is like one of the best shows. She's 86? Oh man, this lady is like so cool. And she eats everything on the show, as far as I can tell. Like, I wish to have her sass, her class, and her appetite at 86. For real. Have a great night. Take care. No, I have not seen Mary Berry. I don't know who that is. I'm a big Prue fan. Oh, did this guy literally get 69% accuracy, Major Tom? One move blunder. Let's take a look. That's the one where they bake in a tent outside. There's a Canadian version too. Yoink. Yoink. Okay, this is completely winning. What could possibly— not the stalemate! Alright, it's always the stalemate. There's so many fails this week. Wow. I see like 3 fails in a row. You guys didn't have anything more exciting to send in? Okay, next up. We have... Cutracine. Played as black. This game involves a lot of silly blunders under time trouble, especially so considering the rating of the players. The final position of the game is beautiful. I'm sus. You're 2200. What happened? That's so funny, Sandros. Oh man. No, it's so true though. Like, some headlines are better, are more interesting than others. Yeah, more people going for the side pot. I have watched JoJo's. I didn't love JoJo's. JoJo's is a little too much for me. I know it's crazy that I would say that, but I did not really understand the concept of being a stand user. So, a lot of people going for 25 bucks today. Competition is stiff. Yoink. I did not hate it. I just didn't really get it. I don't know what's happening here, but there's a lot of movement in this eval bar. I'm so confused. Oh, it must be... Sorry, what? Okay, first of all, White had a whole minute left. So why, like, did they not just checkmate over here? I don't get it. And then why did they just throw away the queen? And then, like, walk into checkmate? Alright, I don't think I can pin this game because part of the program who was playing the black pieces actually ended up winning this game, even though they submitted it as a fail. However, I'm just saying, if it was Avril who had submitted this game, this could have definitely been considered for a fail, because what the heck was that? This game's like giving me a headache, just trying to conceptualize what happened, but... yeah, alright, happens, I guess. Okay, next up we got Kako, played as white. This was a typical game where you're completely in control, capturing all the pieces after having a huge advantage. You just go with the flow, capturing everything. And you end up forgetting that you're playing chess, not checkers? Sag. Oh gosh. It was like the reverse of being a grandmaster, really. Do you guys see this? You see that big chunk in the middle? That looks like those needles they put in those traps in Indiana Jones and stuff. That's what that looks like. Punji sticks? Is that what they're called? Like, you know when you walk over the trap and then it's like a fake ground and then you get speared on like really sharp sticks? Okay, that's a queen. Oh, the opponent does not take it. Why are we just leaving this queen here? I love that you know what they are called. No, never Minecraft. I respect it. This is gonna be another stalemate, isn't it? Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so what is more of a fail? Everything is kind of a bad game, but nothing is like a crazy bad game. Like, we're just getting a lot of stalemates. I mean, this game was pretty bad. But, like, it wasn't even that bad, because bro just kind of lost. Yeah, I think this one's getting taken off. This game wasn't even really that bad. It does not make your chances better, but I'm glad you're here with us today, Goon. Alright, next up, we got Skibbity Fan 6767. Nice. Accurate. Played as black. Wait, what? There's some drama in here. He's like, hello, I'm running as a... This is a two-part story that I somehow don't... I'm so confused by this submission, actually. Is this guy referring to something else that happened in the channel? We have drama? Wait. Who is he talking to? Because I can't see what he's talking to. But basically he's saying that the guy above... I don't want to make false accusations, but I can't ignore this feeling that something might have been unfair. This game means a lot to me. I was trying to play with honest respect. That's why I'm reaching out. Is this is a game that they played against each other? Alright, I got no idea. Whatever. We'll just take a look at the game. Oh, that's so funny. I did not know that. I didn't know she went to Finland recently. Ugh. I wish I could go. Got so many travel plans this year. Okay, that's not very good. We're not off to a hot start for a flex submission. I mean, he doesn't even have pieces. How could this possibly be a flex? Oh, he won on time. Alright, this game is not worthy of the $50 prize, but... good on you for submitting anyways. I don't know. I think it failed to meet the criteria. Is what happened. If you are not submitting games that fit the criteria, we will be not looking through them. Alright, so, Brilliant. Played as black. Not too impressive by getting 3 brilliants and one of them being a King Brilliant. That's nice. Back to Vegas, probably. I do plan on playing World Series of Poker in Vegas this summer. So. Yeah. I don't know what that was about. Okay, anyways, let's go look at Brilliant's game. Taking a risk. Gotta take a risk. Risk it for the biscuit! Like Brilliant does with the bishop over here. Yeah, I'll probably block it. Oh my gosh, you got a castling? That's kind of cool. I like this castling, Brilliant. Don't see that very often. Once again, it's because king takes is not great. So if the king takes, then you got like knight here, and then you take this horsey with a discover attack. So that's kind of cute that he got a castling brilliancy. I like that a lot. That's not so good though. However, the opponent doesn't really notice. Ooh, wow. That's kind of spicy. Finishes on another brilliant. This. Oh, misclicked. This, and this is checkmate. Yeah, I mean, I think it's, like, good. I do think it's good. Just castle. Well, he castled at the right time, that's for sure. I don't know. It's actually kind of a hard decision. There's like good games here, there's bad games here, there's... Most of this game is good though. So should I just pin it? I think so. But then who's gonna come off? This is the struggles of running Flex Friday, is that there's so many good games. Okay, let's see. Gary's, we got Connor, 1, 2. Oh, our fuzz is being removed. Okay, so we are good. This one is staying on the wall. Alright, we're gonna close the queue. Because I think we got plenty of submissions to consider. Right now on the wall for flexes is Brilliant. And then we got Zandros, and then we got Bull, and then we got Allroom, and then we got Connor, and we have Gary, so I need to remove one more. I agree with that, Bozo, but your game just wasn't quite a flex. I'm sorry. It was good. It just wasn't like a 2200 level, like, wow, you took such a crazy risk. And it really paid off, because I don't think it was part of your game that, like, it wasn't the risk you took that paid off. It was your opponent just... Yeah, so... Yeah, no, I agree with you. For sure. Alright, I'm locking the thread. We got Magnus up. This is a flex because I won by opening up the center from a somewhat close position and rip apart my opponent's king by sacrificing my 2 bishops. Let's take a look. It does have 2 brilliancies, which is nice. The beauty in tactics. Look, as somebody who's also extremely pragmatic, I use beautiful tactics very loosely. Alright, so this is just a sack, and then this is gonna be the second sack. I feel like I've seen this pattern a million times, unfortunately, so I just don't think I can pin it. But, like, it's obviously a really pretty, like, double bishop sacrifice. I just feel like I've seen this a bunch, you know? This is such a common, trope at this point. Literally, the previous guy had also done the Greek F with bishop takes. He did it with the black pieces on h2, but... Thank you so much, Peace Through Fire, for the prime. Welcome to the pool party. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I plan on revisiting Vegas. I'm gonna take a little time at home, and then I'll be going back to Vegas for World Series of Poker. This is a tad bit basic, especially for 2300. I don't know. I feel like I'm expecting more. It's tough though. It's like a good game, and it would be a good concept if it just came with a little bit more, you know? Because this is a very clear win. This is a very, like, yeah. Also, it's not even that bad for black. I don't even know why black really resigned. Wait, is it checkmate? Can you not avoid it? I'm trying to figure out what this engine is saying about how there's no more moves for how this position is equal. Because I see checkmate next move. What does the engine see that I don't see? Yes, exactly. We need a little spice. How is this not checkmate? I feel like that's incorrect. Because going here is definitely getting checkmated. Well, if you take, you can just move your king now. Queen f6 sacrifices the queen. I don't know. I really want to solve this now without an engine. But the opponent resigned. It is bishop takes. What happens if king h1? Oh, you just take. That's funny. Oh, just queen f6 does also work. You just sack. And then you have enough material for a queen. 3 pieces for a queen, actually. You have the knight, the bishop, and the rook. So queen f6 is actually better than bishop takes e3. Damn. Alright, so bro wasn't even that bad. Alright, this game is definitely not getting pinned now that I know that black wasn't even losing in that position. Black just mentally gave up. This is why, chat, you should never give up. I've been telling you all this for a while. Never give up. Okay, next up, we got Peace Through Fire! That was a fun little puzzle. Sometimes you just gotta throw your pieces in the way, and that is the way to go. Look at Finn finding that. Yeah. No, definitely accept your opponent's giving up, but if you are the person who thinks that they are on the verge of death, I would advise you to not give up. So... Never surrender! Just win! No, don't die. Okay, if you have a pawn against a queen and a rook, what you should be doing is giving up your pawn ASAP and then hoping for stalemate. Okay, I was pretty satisfied with this attack. Sometimes you just need to throw pieces at their king and see what happens. Sadly, opponent didn't let me finish the checkmate. Let's take a look. There's always tricks, right? There's always tricks. Look for those tricks. Did I press game review? I might not have pressed game review. Sorry. There it is. There's the eval graph we enjoy so much. We're definitely eval graph worshippers. How easy has the eval chart and eval graph, eval bar made it for analyzing chess? Or the lack thereof of analyzing chess. Because now you can just look at that and the engine will just tell you. Ooh, okay. Damn. This is... I see where you're trying to go with the sacrifice. It do be a little dubious. It do be. Trying to think. It's not exactly clear, in my opinion, like what White's best move is. Obviously, he can't take the rook, right? So, like, what if he just goes rook to g1, though? And then, like, moves that. Ah, there's rook here. This, and then you win the rook on the other side. Okay. Yeah, alright. I guess this is a hard move to find. I'm so curious to know what the best move in this position is. Queen takes e4. Makes sense. Just gotta sack. Sometimes you really do just need to sack the queen. If you're getting checkmated, just sack the queen. So yeah, I think that's a really nice game overall. Definitely took some risks here. Next Friday we don't have Flex Friday. Flex Fridays are only bi-weekly, which means it's twice a month. Okay, so we got one. Alright. I am unfortunately removing that bishop game from above. Wait, where the heck? What did I just do? Okay, it's here. Alright, next up, we got a flex by Fevis. Played as black. I finished cooking 20 tuna and sriracha onigiri, had dinner with my family, and played this game that I'm actually really proud of, but honestly, it's more of a fail because of the number of blunders. Well, look, at least you made tuna and sriracha onigiris, which sound delicious, so you got that going for you. Let's take a look. I don't know. What is bi-weekly? What do you guys think of bi-weekly? Because bi-weekly for me is every 2 weeks, not twice a week. They were good. I want to have some. Oh, I'm getting ramen tonight. I'm very excited about ramen. Ramen and a little sake, maybe. I'm in the mood for like something warm. It's because Toronto is still in the middle of goddarn winter. It's both? Is it actually? No way. I'll be a large family. Yeah. Buys every 2 weeks. That's what I think too. No warm sake for me, but thank you. I still need those Filipino restaurant recommendations by the way. Semi-weekly is 2x a week. Oh yeah, fortnightly. Fortnite is crazy. Not Fortnite, the video game, but Fortnite as a concept is crazy. It's actually wild stuff. I always recommend the Nightcap Chess Club. But if you're not downtown, then I don't really know about other locations. Okay, at least you found this sack. The sack is really good. Ooh. Dicey. Why did we had checkmate in 1. No checkmate in 1, but at least you got the checkmate. I don't think it's that much. It's not a fail at all. I think you actually played really well. I just don't know if you took that many risks. You know, your position was pretty safe, pretty solid, and then you just sacked your horsey, and then, yeah. I think overall a good game. But not necessarily like the punchiest game. I think Magnus might have accidentally submitted the game twice, which is okay. I'll just skip the second submission. It's the exact same submission. Alright, next up, we got name undisclosed. Sacrifice against defeating master and 5 brilliance. So I'm gonna assume he is not the black pieces in that case. He says he got 5 brilliance. I see 1. Are you seeing what I'm seeing, chat? I see literally 1 brilliant. And it's bishop to d2, which is actually kind of cute. I mean, you are definitely like linear knight hang there for a hot moment. This is called a fishing pole, by the way. This is like a fishing pole tactic. Basically, if the pawn takes, it opens up the rook, and this is like instant GG checkmate. So, with inflations and tariffs, it makes 5 brilliance true. I don't know. I see 1. Oh, I like the no queen, though. The no queen is kind of nice. Like, just... I don't know if it was intentional, but it is kind of cool to sacrifice your queen, because once again, you do have the pair of bishops. There's a lot of attack going on over here. So, And then he gets the queen back because the opponent recognizes how strong that queen is. I mean, this is not the cleanest finish, but it does do the finish. I actually think it's a pretty nice game. Like, the knight was sacrificed for, like, forever. And the queen was also, like, given away. So bro actually really took a risk. I like it a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, shoot. I pinned way too many games. Okay. I think, unfortunately, Gary's game is gonna have to go. I think, unfortunately, Pagalay's game's gonna have to go. Ah, this is so close, though. Well, it's always Gary, because Gary submits every week, so his chances of being pinned is high, but also the chance of him being taken off is high, you know? Yeah, the king really sucked. Definitely took some risks. I'm not sure. It's tough. It's a tough one. I definitely have too many games. Getting 3 billion on them being king brilliant. Yeah, this guy had a pretty good... Penalizing him for participation. No, I think he just has a good ratio of games that stuck on the charts versus not being stuck on the chart, so... Yeah, this is also true. I think, unfortunately, then it's gonna be Peace on Fire. Peace Through Fire, sorry. Peace. This was a very good game as well, but in terms of taking a risk, just not the biggest risks I've really ever seen. This feels very intuitional with the Cypress gift and stuff, so... Yeah, I think it's gonna be that one. I think the risk wasn't quite there. The game was definitely high value, but not quite as risk grabbing. Okay, we got brilliant 1, got 2, we got 3, got 4, and we got 5. Okay, so I think the other game that was taken off is Allroom's game. Because I think with Allroom's game, this was like I said, it was good, but once again, not too many risks were really taken. Like, yeah, as a 666 though, you're finding some pretty decent moves, huh? But the opponent also played a freaking, like, Latvian. And then didn't follow up with it, so I think it's gonna be Allroom's game, unfortunately. I think Allroom's opponent didn't do enough to justify, unfortunately, for Allroom's sake, like, didn't defend against the attack enough, basically. They were just like, yes, I will take it. Checkmate me. I think Katsko got in trouble earlier because he bit me, so he's in timeout. But I will relay chat's concerns about his well-being to him later, once he's no longer in timeout. But he was a menace. Yeah, you're staying pinned. But we'll see. Maybe we got some other stuff coming up that's gonna push you down. Casco will be back to bite again. It's true. It's true. For the rest of the day. I just put him in a bedroom or something. I just put him in a different room and then I close my door. Alright, next up, Slundis. Played as black. I was playing well until move 26, but when I boldly risked my rook, I didn't realize until after I made the move that was actually way riskier than I calculated, but I missed it anyways. I got it pretty quick. Checkmate after that. I'm flexing how big of a risk it was right at the end more than the quality of the full game. Fair enough. That's a very good write-up. That is definitely what we are trying to perceive a little bit more today. Definitely more so than just like playing a good sequence of moves, which is why some people are like getting removed and stuff. Because taking a risk is sometimes really hard. And I really like some of the risks some people have taken. Wait, where did he say his risk was? Play well until move 26. We're coming up on that. I didn't realize until after the move that it was actually way riskier than I calculated. Okay. Oh my gosh! This is actually so freaking funny. So, I guess he didn't see that. I guess the opponent saw rook takes e5 means they lose their queen. But they had rook e8 with checkmate. I mean, it depends. As a 548, I definitely see this as taking a risk. I don't know if they saw the checkmate. They probably didn't see that they could get checkmated. So the opponent avoided it and they won the piece. I think this is really, really wholesome. I can't pin this as a flex. It was a great risk to take, but this was a very unsound risk to take. If that makes sense. Yeah, this is more like mutual blindness. But I don't know. Maybe just Landis saw that his opponent could take and would checkmate. If he was here, he would tell us and then be like, oh yeah, by the way, I totally saw that. I figured my opponent only had 14 seconds left on the clock, so they wouldn't see it, so therefore, that's why I made this move. But they're not here to verbally tell us that, so unfortunately, I don't think I can pin it. But yeah. So. You think he saw it all and just bluff confidence? Like, I don't know. But that's the kind of thing I gotta consider, right? I think it's a good game, though. I think it's really funny. I think it's really, 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 really funny. I feel like it's just unlikely he saw that. And he thought it was a risk for other reasons. And didn't know that his tactic was actually unsound. So, yeah. But yeah. Okay, next up. Calc. Flex. Castlings for wussies. That's kind of a risk to take. He did technically win the queen with it. I just think it was so unsound, and I don't have him here to back himself up, so I can't have it pinned. Because if he was here and was like, oh yeah, I saw all of this, I knew my opponent could take it and then checkmate me, but like, I had to go for it anyways, then that would be a different story. Oh, he is here. Did you see that your opponent had checkmate if he took your rook? Yep, the name matches up. Thank you for filling out the form correctly. We're all curious. We're all very, very, very... Where did the game go? I'll pull it up again. Did you see when you played rook takes d5? Oh, you did? Okay, so you didn't see it before, though. Alright. Well, that answers the question. But thank you for being honest. He said in the text? Okay, but I didn't realize until I thought it was way riskier than I calculated. Okay, now I get it. Okay, got that. Understood. Yeah. It's so close to being pinned. Definitely took a risk. But it paid off. But yeah. GG's though. Thanks for submitting a game. Did not make this week's final 5, but better luck next time. I'm sure we'll expect good things out of you. Yeah, of course. That is today's activity for those of you who submitted in time and got their submissions correct. If you presented a game where you took a risk, whatever type of risk it might have been, what was the risk for this one, Calcaber? Your mental health? Because I don't see any risks being taken yet. Oh yeah, you just didn't castle, that's the risk. Alright, that's fair. That's pretty valid, actually. Whoa! I love that. Darn, there's some good games today. Bro literally did not castle and then was just like, let me just slide this on up. Yeah, it's so close, but I think it just falls a little short. Not the craziest not castling game I've seen because the position is so closed, but still a good flex. Alright, we got 3 more games. Chess Tactics, Played as Black, Sacrificing Everything to Give Mate. Flex Friday is every other week around this time. More or less. Not always. But more or less it's every other week around this time. Sometimes I'll miss a week and then I'll double the prizes for the next week. Whoa, did I see 4 brilliancies in this game? See, this week's theme is not about how many brilliancies you have, but more about what risks you took. This is like a very standard, I hate to say this, but this is a very standard sacrifice in, not this opening, but in Sicilians. Because, like, if the queen takes, you just deliver this fork. He is also 2800, plays, and, like, if this takes, it's just checkmate. So... I mean, it's still a darn good game. Alright, what do we feel about this game, guys? Do we feel like this is a flex enough? Oh, what the heck? You have a Final Fantasy fat cat? I want a Final Fantasy fat cat. What the heck? That's so cute. Rating discrimination. Something like that, yeah. But we definitely have a little rating discrimination. Because we have to. A game submitted by a 400 is not going to be the same as a game submitted by a 2800. Alright, so let's just do a poll. Does this game deserve to be pinned? Yes or no? It's just a 2-word question. It's not even... Wait. It's one or the other. It's a yes or no. I don't know how to say that properly. So, it's a yes or a no. No? Whoa! There's an overwhelming amount of no. This is crazy. Alright. Voted yes because chat is mean. Yo, guys, if you are submitting games, by the way, I forgot to mention this earlier, but you definitely need to be submitting them through Discord. So if you're on YouTube or anything like that, okay, it's looking like it's gonna be a no. Hate to break it to you. I know you're in the chat too. But unfortunately, Chess Tactics, it's looking like this game is going to be not pinned. There is a poll. Do you not see it? It's 16-7. 16 for no. 70% of people were like, no. He's top 1300 in the world, so he should be able to find it. Wow, I can see that Magnus Carlsen would probably never win Flex Friday, huh? He does not have a chance to win $50 because, yeah, it'd be like, he's Magnus Carlsen, he can find everything. So, just not wowed by it. Alright. Next up, we got Furox Flex. Absolutely insane comeback when you don't give up. I played as white. Oh my gosh, you're gonna go to the Raptors game? So sorry for wasting your time, Calc. I see that founder badge, those 71 months. Damn, it's been a long time. I'm joking. Hope you have fun at the Raptors. Alright, so Furox. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I didn't even really finish my thought about earlier. If you're watching on YouTube, you gotta submit games through Discord. And also watch on Twitch, so I actually read the chat, because unfortunately I do not have the other chat open. But, did you give him membership? I feel like Calcaber has won memberships from here before. Sus. Sus, sus, sus. Ba, ba, ba. Alright. Yeah, I mean, bro's definitely taking some risks. Like, this game is really good. I mean, a lot of risks were taken. I just don't know if any of them was substantiated. Like, why did bro just give up the queen? You know? As a... Oh, I see, actually. It's like this. It's because of this tactic. But even then, he could have played that. Which I guess is not great. Yeah, also, like... Yeah, alright, now it's GG's. Ah, it's close. I don't think it's gonna quite make the list, unfortunately. But it is a good comeback. It is a really, really good comeback. So next up, we got, last one, actually. I played as white against 1700 and 1556, had 92 accuracy. Yeah, it's usually, we have a theme, and to just... like actually submit a game using the submissions system that we have, which should not be that hard, but apparently some people really struggle with it. But there's always a theme. This week's theme was was to risk take. Did you take a risk? I don't think this game particularly took a risk. You're also playing 30 minutes chess. Alright, there was literally 0 risk in this game. I mean, this game is actually really, really close. I'm gonna give this another look. Okay, give me one sec, because I do think this game is actually kind of good. And, like... Yeah, you can submit a game from 4 years ago. I've had people submit games from, like, 30 years ago. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure there's people who submitted games from, like, classical tournaments 30 years ago. I also... Yeah... Like, also looking back on this game, the fact that the opponent got a brilliancy for this move, I don't think this game's actually gonna make it. I don't think this game's actually gonna make it. Bro could have just played Queen H7. So, yeah. You can submit a game from over the board tournament, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But it has to be submitted through chess.com. Always. Alright, cool. We'll take a look through our top 5. One flex, 2 flex, 3 flex, 4 flex, 5 flex. Alright, so we got Connor McChicken as our very, very first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, yes. This was really hard to pick the top 5 because I think you guys played absolutely insane. We got some really good ones here. I feel like some people had different interpretations of taking a risk, which I also thought was really cool. Oh, this is the one game that maybe is not quite a flex. Ah, he's 1100. It's so hard. I like this. I like the short castling in this game actually a lot. All right, so these are the 5. Okay, so to start off, we got Connor McChicken. So Connor McChicken played, well, a pretty normal game. Nothing much was happening. But one of the risks he did take was keeping that king in the center. As you guys all know, what are the 3 roles in the opening? Control the center, develop your pieces, and get castled as quickly as possible. Whenever you don't do that, you're oftentimes taking a risk. So that is how he chose to take risk, was by keeping his king in the center of the board, letting his opponent just take that rook on h1, no problem, just free rook, the queen's not even trapped. Both of these are like available pawns for the opponent to take. The queen goes to h3, and then he just sacrifices the knight with f6. A nice little move, because if pawn takes, he has checkmate with h7 and f7, which is always great. After queen e8, sacrificing the queen, he delivers checkmate with rook to d7, and rook takes f7, being down a rook and a queen. So I think this game deserved to be pinned, because he definitely took a little bit of a risk with keeping that king in the middle of the board, and on top of it, double down, letting his opponent take the rook on h1, while keeping his king in the middle of the board. Connor is not here to let us know, unfortunately, so I have no idea. But, yeah. I got no clue. This is why you guys should always be here to answer. Stay in chat for Flex Friday for the perks of being able to advocate for your game. Okay, so next up, we got this game by Angry Bull, who is 732. Played this on a 3-minute game. So that's a pretty fast time control. Bro's in chat. Bro took some risks, for sure. As you can see from the eval bar, it definitely goes a little up and down. So one of the first risks he took is, well, I don't know if this is necessarily a risk, but he did give up the rook on a1. Sometimes because he had to, but he is playing this position down in exchange. I thought that was kind of wholesome. And on top of that, he finds this cute little brilliancy with knight to e6. So being 700, I would say, like, this is some pretty good chess. Fighting a little discovered attack is always good. And then, even though his opponent, like, almost has equal material, no problem. He just executes the game with 17 seconds left on the clock. I think for a 3-minute, 700 rated game, this is pretty high quality. I think this is pretty good. Alright, next up, we got this game by Pogole. So this game is once again a little bit different. Everybody shows risk-taking in a different way. So Pogole played a pretty decent game once again, coming out of the opening, whatnot. However, he doesn't quite have a good grasp of how to play the Sicilian. I have to admit, the opponent could have just taken this pawn. He doesn't, it's fine. I don't know why he doesn't, but his opponent eyes something better. The Black King. The Black King is looking really weak with this open file in front of it, so that's what Pogole is actually not trying to defend against for some reason, but instead is inviting his opponent to come attack him, which is kind of sus, but hey, you know, you do you. So, as it turns out, he took a big risk with his king safety. However, he does find rook takes a3 with that brilliancy, with that brilliant move, which, like, if you don't have time, basically what I'm saying is white doesn't really have time to play something like this. There's probably like pawn takes, king here, probably have to take, and then if, like, I don't know, if it goes here, bro is just gonna, oh sorry, that was a misclick. If bro goes here, then you can move the queen and defend your king. So it's like not that bad, but he does find rook takes a3, which is really pretty, which is a rook sacrifice as well, and then just sets up checkmate with very little concern over his own king, which is kind of interesting. So, you can submit a game every other week. You can submit a game on the days that we run this, on the weeks we run this event, basically. If I'm not running the event, you can't submit a game. Easy peasy. Okay, next up, we got Brilliant! Brilliant, actually. There's no R in his name. It's Brilliant. That's funny. I didn't see that. So, Brilliant plays a little bishop sacrifice. This one is not the game winner. Like, this is not the reason he got pinned. Because I think taking on H2, these, like, Greek gift stuff is really common. So, that's not the coolest. What's really cool is that he plays costling with Another exclamation mark. Because I think as an 1100, that's pretty witty. That's pretty, like... A lot of people do that move, and then they just move their bishop back. Bro is definitely, like, doing things with his castling. I think it's really cool that he played that. So, yeah. And then, obviously, he continues the game threatening checkmate and stuff, which is also really cool. He even finds this cute little discover attack, forcing the king there. And then, on top of that, he's like, okay, well, I don't have checkmate right now, right? Because if I go here, the king just goes here. There's no checkmate. So instead, he removes he removes a piece, literally, himself, by sacrificing it. If the pawn takes, now all of a sudden this is checkmate, because there's no knight there. So I think this was a really smart move by Brilliant, which is why he's getting pinned for this week. Alright, last but not least, we have this game by Gary Kastavarov as an 1100 in a 3-minute game, which is pretty good stuff by Gary. Once again, this is not an equal opportunity rating. Like, we adjust your game. We adjust for what your rating is, essentially. So if you're 1100, we give whatever stuff you're thinking about a little higher. So he takes a lot of risks in this game, right? His opponent's coming with a big attack on the king side. What a lot of beginner players don't do enough is counterattack. And he counterattacks with pawn to c4, which I think is, like, not that intuitive of a move, but is a really, really, really darn good move by Gary, especially as an 1100. Because, like, that's not the first thing you think about. And then on top of that, he correctly identifies that if he takes this, this is actually not very good for him, because, damn, this rook is just going to come down. So he just takes back. And is like, you can just have my knight. So the opponent moves their bishop, for some reason gives it, but once again, he's like 1100, so I'm not going to judge too hard. But I think that was really cool. Yeah, so counterattacks are always really cool. And then on top of that, he delivers checkmate, which is basically a forced checkmate in like 13 moves by checkmating the king on f6, so that's also really cool. But I think those are my top 5 picks for this week. So now it's up to chat to decide who deserves $50 this week. And your options are Connor McChicken. And then we got Angry Bull. And then we got Pagale. So Angry Bull's here. Then we got Pagale. Pagale. And then we have Brilliant. Brilliant. And Gary Kasparov. So those are your 5 options. If you guys want to vote. Aw, that's cute, Zandros. Yeah, feel free to call your mom for a vote. Feel free to vote for yourself. Whatever you want to do is fine by me, honestly. I am just the mediator. I am just the one that presents you guys. These are the games that can potentially win. So whichever game you guys think should win, you are able to vote for. So yeah. If you're on YouTube, by the way, make sure you're coming over to vote on Twitch, because that's where we have the polls. I don't even think YouTube Live has like a polling option. So yeah, just come vote on Twitch. Alright. I will be back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom. So BRB. And then we also have fails to go through. The classic, voting for the best name. Oh, you can make a poll on YouTube? Well, sorry, YouTube. Just come over and vote on Twitch anyways. Okay, BRB. All right. How are we looking? Oh, wow. It's really, really, really spread out. Jeez. We got 8 versus 8 versus 7 versus 5 versus 3. So I'm glad that some people in the chat are really paying attention. That is a poster that I got in my PO box. Not PR box, PO box. I guess PR box and PO box is kind of similar. But it's a poster I got in my PO box from, I don't actually know who. They just kind of sent it. Ah! And Gary wins at the very end with 12 votes. 12 versus 11 versus 10. That was literally a photo finish at the very end there. So, huge congratulations to Gary on winning 50 buckaroos for their best game of the week. So yeah, I'll think about what the upcoming week's theme is. I have no idea what it is going to be right now, but we'll definitely... You did? Did you actually send that poster? Look, no one's claimed it for like 5 months, 6 months. Because it's sick. It's freaking sick. No one's claimed it. Oh, you did? Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. It looks great. It's awesome. But I definitely lost the tube it came in. And I lost like the note that was in it. So, yay. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Also, on that note, by the way, I super appreciate everybody who gifted out subs today. So if you guys got one, don't forget to keep thanking whoever gifted you a sub, because you can check up top. You're always able to. But yeah, thank you all so much. Yeah, no, there was no note, so I was like, well, at least I didn't see it. I might have lost it, but yeah, I just got it. It was like a tube, and I was like, oh, this looks good. So, you know, thank you so much, Magic Card, for the 3 months as well. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Welcome back to the pool party. Appreciate that. Alright, so... Up next is going to be, fails. Sorry, I gotta navigate back into the thing. Fails, the best part! Some bribery working in the chat, I see. But to everybody else who submitted games, you guys also did a really, really good job. Don't forget that. And you always have the upcoming weeks, because we do this once every 2 weeks, to submit games. So yeah, better luck next week. Or, sorry, in 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. Because this upcoming week is going to be an arena. So yeah. Cool. Thank you, Gary, for another gifted sub to Snowball. Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Alright, that game took a moment to pull up for some reason. But these are fails. So we gotta come into these games with a different lens. For these games, we're here like, yeah, this guy sucks. Woo! Because we also reward games that are not good. For worst fail of the week, for the worst game of the week, the prize should go to somebody who played such a bad game. You are feeling bad for them and want them to have 25 bucks. That's what should dictate who you're voting for. I'm just letting you know. It's not like supposed to be a good game. It's supposed to be a sad, depressing game where it's like, wow, I can't believe they had to go through that. Have 25 bucks, bro. Mediocrity. Well, it's worse than mediocrity, because mediocrity is when you're like, whatever, right? Like even. But this is when you're like actively bad. So yeah. That's what this is. Okay. Yes. If you're bad at chess, you have a chance to win 25 bucks. Sometimes you even have a chance to win 50 bucks. Depends on if we double the prizes or not. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bribe to get you guys to, you know, I don't know, watch. Hopefully, Flex Friday is fun for people who don't submit games. It's just a way to keep the community close and somewhat competitive with each other. But yeah, coming on Naru, Black Swan's game. Naru played a really good game, obviously. That's how most of these fails start, is by somebody playing a really, really good game. So, Naru starts out with his first brilliancy, which is after bishop takes, there's queen takes and all that stuff, and it looks really cool. He doesn't do that, and instead he plays, his opponent doesn't play that, goes here, sorry, his opponent does do that, and then he plays rook takes g3, which is really, really, really cool. You'll pay me to put a GoPro on Katsuko. He doesn't have that exciting of a life. Well, right now he's actually locked up, but. So yeah. Okay, so queen takes g3, rook to d4. Bro is completely winning. He's got, like, all the pawns in the world. Thanks, Christian, for hanging out with us. Alright, take care. Thank you, thank you. And then Naru is also able to basically finish off the game. You would think! Joke's on you guys, he does not finish off this game because for some reason he starts losing all his pawns and ends up taking a draw because he let his opponent's king get pushed up too much and did not use his king to, like, help his pawns push and whatnot, so yeah. Naru. That's Naru's game. Alright, next up, we got this game by Pranav Murti. Yeah, it was, like, so good of a game, and then it just wasn't so good of a game. But in this game, Pranav is completely winning. Bro sacrificed, like, a whole rook out of the start. So it's pretty hard to not win a game when you're starting the game up a rook. He's even going into an end game being up this said rook. So it's like, it should be a pretty easy dub, especially for a 2000 rated player. And all that good stuff. But, alas, because you know this is on fails, you already know where this is gonna go. He does end up stalemating his opponent by not giving his opponent any pawn moves or any moves at all. And that is definitely not how you want to go about it. So yeah. Alright, next up, we got Mr. Choi Stemia! So Mr. Choi Stemia is 1800. None of these fails are particularly, like, depressing sob story fails, but this guy's game is really, 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 really bad. Like, his game is just awful. So first of all, he's 1800. I expect 1800 to see this. This is a very common tactic where you can remove one of the defenders of your knight, and then basically you end up losing your knight. So that's what he does. He ends up losing his knight. And then his king gets kicked all the way to the other side of the board where he thinks it might be a little bit safer. But, alas, despite his best efforts at attack and all that stuff, he gets checkmated on the queen side. After having gone through all that trouble to move his king over here to try to be safe, it gets checkmated anyways. And that's why this game is a fail. Okay, next up, we got this game by Major Tom. We are missing one game. It's Kakos. I don't know why that game was missing. Okay, so Major Tom completely winning this entire game. Not much for me to say, honestly. Just, like, wrecking his opponent positionally and tactically. Is, like, up material, has pair bishops, finds all the good moves, wins a knight, has a beautiful pass pawn on d6. Everything points towards a easy, comfortable win. However, for some reason, once again, he decides to stalemate. So yeah. There is that problem. So yeah, that is this game. There is checkmate in 2, by the way. Yoink. So once again, sorry, I'm like tune out a little bit of this game because Kako is so winning. Kako is just peak winning. He's up a queen. He's simplifying the position, taking all the pawns, and you can see where this is gonna go. Stalemate. With 2 rooks being up, by the way. Being up 2 rooks, a knight, and 3 pawns. Because I guess they also zoned out. Kako must have also zoned out and just started taking all the pieces. So yeah. Okay. So now you guys get to decide on who deserves $25. We have Naru, the Black Swan. We have Pranav Murti, 45. We have Mr. Choi Stamia. Just making sure I spelled that name right. Okay. Major Tom. And we have Kako. So, Naru, Pranav, Choi Stemia, Major Tom, and Kako. And those are your 4 options. And yes, it was also made in 1. If they had just given a check. But alas, they did not. So I kind of forgot about that. A lot of these games, well, aside from this one, a lot of these games were like made in 1. This guy also, well, this guy had made in 2. Which is arguably basically the same as made in 1. Oh. Whoa, did I just mess up my camera for a sec? What the heck? Did you guys see that? It went black on my end. Yeah, that was crazy though. That was absolutely insane. I still can't believe it happened on camera, literally. What the heck? That's so weird. The preview screen for my camera goes off. What? That's some wild stuff. Maybe it's overheated. Maybe it's old. Wow. I don't understand what's happening. I mean, as long as it's still working, I guess it's fine, but the preview screen is turned off. Might need to order a new camera. Ba-ba-bum! It did go black for a millisecond? Okay, well, as long as it's working now. Uh-oh, we shall see. I will have to test it out. I don't think so, but there's a guy on TikTok. Wait, what are you talking about? The guy on TikTok, or the guy from the convention, apparently his cousin has been like relaying what he's been saying and stuff. I don't actually know if it's actually his cousin or if it's just some random stranger who's pretending to be his cousin, which would also be kind of weird. But yeah. So. Thought that was really, really strange. Anyways. It is what it is. Yeah. Damn, Calc. Yeah, people would never lie on the internet. Never. Absolutely never. Wild stuff. Anyways, Hatsuko's probably free now. He just... He is just doing his own thing. He's just doing his own thing. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah. If you guys have any strong votes, feel free to do so. He's got 3 votes. That's not nothing. It's a close vote for first, though, between Pranav and Major Tom. Pranav stalemate versus Major Tom stalemate. Both are pretty painful stalemates for sure. They're very, very similar, honestly. They're like basically the same as far as stalemates go. One was because they let their pawn block their opponent's pawn push, and the other was because they just forgot about it, I guess. But yeah, maybe. You're welcome to be in chat to vote for yourself. Hello, Sergo. Hello, hello. I think Tom's in chat, yes. I don't know about the other guy. I think Pranav's probably asleep. Oh my gosh, this grapefruit thing's so sour. But yeah, there's some close votes going on over here. Is Pranav gonna retain the lead with 18 votes? He is. The last minute votes for Major Tom did not come through. And unfortunately for Tom, Pranav is going to win, which is very fortunate for Pranav. But, that's kind of fun. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this week's edition of Flex Friday. Flex Friday is always a good time. And if you missed out on this week's Flex Friday, well, I will have you know that next week is not Flex Friday, but next week there is going to be an arena that supports the upcoming week's Flex Friday. So, there's that. What the heck? Where is this conversation in chat going? I am genuinely confused. Yeah, you gotta prepare. So I don't really know what next week's theme is gonna be. Or if I have really anything in mind, because like, I don't know. There's some fun stuff. We could do, like Gary suggested, checkmates. Cool checkmates. Like, it doesn't even need to necessarily be a checkmate, right? Because a lot of people resign prematurely. So... maybe it is that. But I could also change my mind, so let me think on it. Yeah, like a cool, like setting up a cool checkmate, I think is always a good time. Alright, so, let's see. We are going to be playing one game of League of Legends. What is that clickbait title? Somebody had an idea for me not too long ago. For that one game of League of Legends. It's been so long since I played. All fails for record number. Oh my gosh. We can't do that. It'll be fun, but we can't do that. The chess part is indeed over. Oh, it's League. Ugh. I have learned Dota. It didn't go very well. One game of League of Legends. Biggest surprise for rating? We've done that before. It doesn't go really well. Alright, if anybody wants to play, feel free to let me know. Grandmaster League player is so funny. But I do really want to play Aurelia. It's been so long since I've played Aurelia. If you want to play League, you just gotta let me know. You have to be on NA. I do not have other servers and stuff. Are you on NA? One game! And one game only. Sure, I'll invite you. Oh, look at you. You're already on my friends list. How convenient is that? You can just give me your username. and your gamer tag. Like, you see how I'm NA1? Yeah, if you want to, you could just give me your username. If there were quests I could turn in, like, WoW, I will let their game designers know. How about that? I will let them know. If you're on EU, you can't play, but you have to be on NA. That's the only requirement. Submissive Meow? That's your actual name? I literally, like, skimmed past that because I was like, ain't no way. Is this actually gonna pull you up? No, that did not pull you up. Is it all one word? Can't find you. There's some funny chats. You missed the days when I used to play on EU. So funny. Okay, if anybody else wants to play, just let me know your username. Otherwise, I'm just gonna queue up. Chat is funny, it's true. Oh, what the heck? Are you just not? You are on NA. Player not found. I definitely have it right. I can't find you. No, that's definitely your name. Wow. Yeah, but I'm gonna kick you after. Because we don't just do free friend requests. Alright, hop on. Wowie, well if you look at our redeems, you'll notice that for 125,000, I don't even know how much it is. Okay, I'll copy that. Wow, this guy has 2 accounts. What a flex. I do not TFT right now. I only TFT during like specific sets for TFT. Yeah, that one worked. So I wasn't able to do this one, or there wasn't as much reason for me to do this specific one, so not in TFT this season. But there's always a chance that I will come back to it. You know? Okay, let me look up Irelia's build guide real quick. I see you. I invited you. Yeah, anyone can join. Just let me know your username. It did. I don't even know what this current set's about. Oh, no, I do not want to play Irelia top. Can you give me an Irelia mid? Do I have you on my friends list? You're invited, bro. Invited. 3 people invited. Can we queue with 4? Because I don't know if we have a 5th. I'm gonna assume your tagline's NA1. It's not. Do you mind checking for me what it is? Can't find ya. Irelia mid build guide. Do I have you on here? Oh, I do have you on here. Nice. Perks of being on my friends list. Okay. Sky, Falcon, and A1. I don't care where you guys go. It's not working, Falcon. I'm just gonna do this. I might be also out of friends slots, so if I don't see you, I don't know. Oh, Falcon. Are you on the right client? You can only play if you're on the PC. Only PC gamers. I haven't played in a couple months. Same! I just wanted to Irelia. That's all. Okay, I'm still looking up my build guide. I honestly have no idea how the meta has changed. So we've got Conqueror still, Triumph into Alacrity, Last Stand, the usual. What's my item? We go... Oh, it's still Bork. Into... Okay, it's still Bork. Into Hullbreaker. Into... the usual. Okay, literally nothing about her has changed. Literally nothing. Alright. Queue up, guys. Somebody needs to go ADC. You guys can figure it out. I'm going mid. The WASD controls? No. I don't want to know about them. That sounds awful. In what world would I want to... How do you press QWER then? What finger... What? I'm so confused. How does that work? Wait, who's broken right now? Who's broken mid? Nefiri. I like Nefiri. Oh, Vlad. I hate playing against Vlad. I hate playing against Cat. Well, ban Cat. How would you go about playing WASD League of Legends? Who bans Nami in normals? You can't play... Can you play League on a controller? You can't play League on a controller, even if we introduce WASD. There's nothing happening with the cousin or anything. I'm not responding, like... He, like, mentioned on a previous post that he's the cousin of the guy who was in the video and was like, oh, my cousin doesn't do social media and stuff, but, like, you know... Anyways, I can't verify if it's true or not, so I'm not gonna respond to any of those messages, because it could just be some random guy, like, for whatever reason, doing this, you know? Like, he could just be bored and having fun. I saw, like, a video of him, like, this is a voice recording from my cousin. I'm just there, like, okay, maybe, who knows? So yeah, anyways, it could be true. I'm not saying that this is a very weird thing to not, like, this is a very weird thing to make up, right? Like, why would you make that up? But also at the same time, it's the internet, so I don't know. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents about it. It's not a big deal either way. Okay, so we are gonna run Ignite, because I'm into Yone and Warwick and stuff. And I'm gonna go Conqueror into this, into Alacrity, into Last Stand, and then Jack of all trades. What? Okay, sure. Whatever you say. Put me back on that high noon! Ugh. I lost all my good skins. No, I really like Project Aurelia. I have her good skins, I guess. Frost Booty Aurelia is the cutest. I'm joking. We're gonna play Divine Sword. On I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I would... There was a guy who played with a steering wheel. Did you guys see the guys? I lost a riot partner. I know, I'm very sad about it too. But it's okay. They remembered at some point. Oh yeah, the Amelia Earhart skin is super cute. Frost Booty Aurelia has a good splash, and then yeah. Riot partner is like being chess.com partner, like you get unlimited VIP and stuff. That was me, but with Riot. I am unfortunately no longer Right, partner. But it's okay. We still have all my skins that I did either pay or probably honestly just got. Yeah. Variety gamer. That's what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going up against Yone. Did I know Boxbox moves the camera with his mouse wheel? No, every single time I hear about some of these gaming habits, I just don't want to hear about it anymore. Did you know I used my pinky on Q? I actually had to look at my keyboard. I hold my keyboard like this. This game is exactly the same as Mobile Legends. In fact, Mobile Legends probably like copied League of Legends or something. But yeah. I do have 4 fingers, so it should be pinky on Q. What is this? This is a normals game, right? No. That I don't do, Kevin, but I have not played this game in so long, so I apologize to my team, which thankfully is just chat. So this can't be even that bad. Yeah, pinky on Q, and then I use my Q to tab over. Because Irelia needs Q a lot, bro. And I need to have my index finger on R so I can press it. I forgot how to do all of these. Yeah, I don't know.
Better times there were and will be again.
It's alright, I'm finished. I'm allowed to hold my pinky. I'm allowed to hold my keyboard like that. I think we'll just fast push if he's not here. Okay, okay.
The blades fly in sync.
Where is bro? Alright. Be kind of weird if he had to go help his jungler Elish, but it looks like that's what happened, so we'll drop a ward down over here.
Each form has a name.
Alright, I guess we're just dropping it off in this bush now, because I missed my ward over the wall. It's fine. Oh no! What the heck? What the heck? Rude.
Peace requires 2 participants.
I haven't played this game in so long. I'm gonna let the wave push a little. Aye! I got the wrong one, but it's okay. I autoed the right one. I use Q as a crutch for last hitting, in case you cannot tell. Don't judge. But we got all of them.
Catch them unaware.
Alright, not enough damage. Probably could have auto one more time.
An enemy has been slain. Mind your form.
But it's okay, we have his flush. He does have TP though. Probably not the worst time to reset. I should probably push this under turret.
I've never killed a person.
Feels like a Warwick is around. Probably back off a little. Okie dokie. Thanks.
I remember when I danced for fun.
An ally has been slain.
Right. Hit them take 2 sides.
Thank you.
They made their choice.
I didn't see where jungler is. Alright.
Alone at last.
Bot lane. Oh, we're 1 for... Oh shit! Oh, I should probably fight that. Oh well, if he's gonna go bot now. I probably didn't need to flash. I literally flash out a reflex. I don't think I needed to. Probably just get that first, and then get a control ward, and then we'll go back. I literally just flashed out of pure reflex. Yeah, I should have just pressed E, and then he probably would have died. I had enough health. Now I have no flash. Those are the small mistakes you make that costs you later. Because now I'm not going to have flash up, and I definitely want flash up against Warwick and Yone. We have CC. Okay, nice. Jungler do be jungling. Yeah, I don't think you're winning that 1v1 once you let me hit all my combos. Okay, there's the Warwick. Ba-ba-bum. I'm gonna go control ward this. What is that? Like, what is that? What is that glow? You guys see that? No Warwick mid anymore. Okay. Let's just sit this out. Mistakes were made. Oh shit, I'm gonna go.
I dance for myself. Let me take the lead.
Hey, can we help? Thank you. Oh. Okay. What? That was too good. Not enough. Okay, nice. Oh no, there's a vein down there. They're caught between a rock and a hard place. I would just back out. That's not great. Alright, well, we're probably just gonna build. There's a Janna top. Okay, okay. We're gonna just build that. No problem. Oh, it's a vision spot. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, cool. We'll definitely do that in the future now. Now that I know. Extra vision's kind of cool. I was dead. Okay. I didn't even know he could cancel my Qs. That's really good to know. Yeah, well, this is like normals, so like, you know, people do be doing things. I haven't played this game in a while. Oni is so freaking annoying. I have nothing, so. Can we kill him? Okay, nice. That was clean.
For our magics, they'll pay with their lives.
Man, I don't think I played during that period. That must be so long ago because I started season 7. I've been playing this game for a while. So the fact that you're like, oh yeah, a few years ago. I've never seen that. Okay, nice. We got the plate. There's a TP coming in. I don't think I can get it. So close. Well, that was probably not the most worth it. I thought I had a little more, but now I don't want to wait because now I'm a little late. Kind of messed that up timing up. You started season 11? Sorry, what? If you started season 11, I have not seen Janna Smite up top. When was this?
They thought they could tame our land.
Yeah, video games have seasons. You know, chess is one of the only games in the world that does not have, like, meta changes. and sees it. Oh, there's the cat.
Stay composed.
Caught a glimpse of him. Oh no. Oh noes. Cannon no TP. I might go top.
The dance begins.
I will hold the wave. I might kill her. Oh, she's too fast. She's out.
Not like that. I meant my blades were going to.
There is a cat up there. I don't know if I can show you guys, but
Never surrender.
she does not even have carry TP. Okay, it's probably quite safe for me to hit this turret a few times. Okay, well, damn. She back already. What is she building? Huh.
We do this for those who came before
Alright,
us.
alright,
And those who
alright.
come next.
I should put it here. Fuck! I keep forgetting! Let's see if I can gank mid. Oh, I'm coming!
A mastered weapon needs no path.
Oh man. Well, we can take turret at least. Or, sorry. I missed! My bad.
Strike fast and without misstep. Break their line.
Okay, I can't move? That was an interesting decision
I dance.
by the Warwick. Alright, cool.
They'll never see it coming.
Yeah, I'll push this wave in. Ba-ba-ba. Can I get Catsko? There he is.
If they capture me,
Oh, it's worse than that. I am a one-trick through and through. I
we must
can
stay
play a few other champions,
keep
but
them guessing.
this timing was so bad. I should have gotten enough gold. Hello, Bezubik. Hello, hello. It's actually not that much effort right now. I'm not a very good League player or anything. We're playing like literally norms because it's fun. They're definitely on Dragon, which we can't do anything to stop. But that's okay. We have a dragon each. Playing this and then talking at the higher levels is definitely what is so crazy about what some people are able to do. Do I not win those trades? I'm just kind of face tanking them. These are viewer games. We're playing with 4 other viewers right now.
Mama always said I had angry feet.
So that's always fun.
Of course. I'll send
I
this
have
back.
my ult. I just need to not miss it. Alright, we got his slash.
To unsung melodies and unbeaten rhythms.
That's what matters. Yeah. Oh, fun fact is also there's norm elo. So basically, like, depending on your elo, oh, I forgot. I didn't see you. What the heck is that play? Yeah, that was probably a little overkill, but that's okay.
Perfection form.
Janna's kind of free farming top, but it's alright. Oh, there's the Janna. Is it Janna or Janna? I pronounce Janna. Bro, you're so annoying. Let me just push this wave in, please. I so do not want to deal with this right now. But it's alright, Kennen will just farm up top when the wave pushes in. It's actually probably okay. That's true. Janae? Janae. Now we're talking. The guide said Hullbreaker, so I'm gonna trust the guide. Yana. That's a great point. I don't know. Wow. That's not a lot of damage coming from my Caitlyn. I'm gonna go bot. Okay, or not. Alright, I am gonna go bot. Oh, wait.
We are the children of the first lands,
No.
and we will
I thought she might walk on that for a sec. Do I one-shot these yet? Yeah, I do. Okay, good. I was like, I'm not sure. Irelia can queue through all of the melee minions, but not the ranged ones, if I remember correctly. But it's been so long since I played this game. Do I even want this Grom? Yeah, probably. Jenny. What's that new song? Dracula? Oh shit. Come in! Come in!
This is where we make our stand.
Should have ignited the other one, but that's okay. Pentakill! I wish. Alright. There's that. I feel like I'm approaching this game so matter of fact, but I swear, it's usually not this linear. Usually my team is like throwing the game. Somebody's 0-10. You know, my bot lane doesn't understand which lane they need to go to. It's usually not like smooth. Okay, well, I can't even catch this fucking guy. Oh my gosh. This is so annoying. Thank you. It's usually not. Okay, that's true. You know what? I should not say that. I'm very grateful for how the game is currently going. Everyone's currently doing well and we're winning, but I think we just drop back from this. I don't recommend defending this turret. Like at all. Yeah. I think that is okay. Oh no, what's happening here? Okay, I don't know where my E went, but here we go, I guess. Oh my gosh, bro, I can't get anybody! Oh no! Oh, that was so sad. The vein was so low. That's very unfortunate. That was very, 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 very unfortunate. Janna is one annoying champion. Okay, we're probably gonna get Wit's End. No, it's okay, just go top. That was so frustrating! Actually, so frustrating. Bro! She got that darn tornado! Okay, well at least my opponent is 0-7. Yeah. Can bot lane go bot? I will go mid.
An ocean separates us.
I don't really want to go bot. Hell. Alright. That's why John is a champion.
Dance with what brought you. In this case,
Ow. Who the frick? Oh, yes, please. Get on her. Not this again. Haha, stun! Alright, well, I can't do anything about that one. Ooh. Nice. And Ashe now has no flash. Okay, I guess we're in on this. Because this guy does no damage. I kind of don't want to be here with Vayne. What even is the build now for Vayne? Healed Fiend 100 bolts. I've never heard of this. Okay, I'm gonna go top. Goodbye, everyone. Yeah, I haven't really played League in a while. I did get to go to Worlds with FlyQuest for their last season, but I'm mostly just... Alright, well, we should have done Baron, apparently. But right now, I haven't really had much time to play. I play ARAMs every now and then.
there's a saying, never
Must use TP? Oh, there's a top lane reward now? What? It was so fun. What am I building? Hullbreaker. Well, all the other content, modeling, fashion. Did I just not complete my quest? Cause what's up? Oh! Oh, I do! I just didn't know about it. I don't think Gina has anything to do with this. I just like Leaf. I have time. I would be very careful, top. I would not fight that.
We are the only masters of our fate. Make them remember.
Technically the best response would be pushing mid, but let's go save our Kennen. Because we're a team. Ooh. Hey, I cannot move. I would like out. It would have been nice to move at any given point during that fight. I guess we need to go build... Oh no, buddy! No! Okay. I don't know about this, guys. I don't want to do this. Okay. What the heck? Wait, what's happening over here? Oh. 3-man stun, though. Alright, never mind, never mind, never mind. Forget it. Bro, I cannot move. I love playing as Janna and Warwick. That's so fun. I did not know that. How do I activate it? Like, actually. Oh, I have it already. But I don't have... Oh, it's automatic? But I can't use it to TP, no? No, it doesn't give me TP. Okay. Extra XP top and free TP. So only for top lane. Understood. Let me add these minions so I can jump. Ooh. Never mind. Mistakes were made! Let me at her! Nice. I guess we can Baron. Yeah. We'll Baron. We should maybe get Dragon. Maybe Dragon was the play. Who knows? I don't know. I certainly don't know. I'm gonna go top first. That's probably a bad idea. But I want to put some pressure. Let's do this, and then let's go. Let's do this, and then let's go down for Dragon. Speedrun Dragon. I wish mid lane also got free TP. What the heck? There are gonna be some people. We might be late. We might be late. We might be late. Kennen has a TP ready. Kennen has announced that. We might be too late. I don't know about this. I don't have my ult. Okay, that was huge, actually. Okay, I can't move though. So what the frick? Their team is so annoying. Kind of doing a lot though. Team's really doing a lot. Nice. Heck yeah. Let's go. Greedy mid laners. That's me. For sure. Now everything's pretty good. Nice-oo. Yeah, it's been so... You know, I usually just play ARAMs. I'm so used to just running at the other team straight. Sad days for the Falcon. Could I have bought something? No, I still don't know. Fuck. I freaking love ARAMs too. Can we stop dying 1v1? Okay, I was like... Please tell me we have Smite. Yes, we do. I'm almost there! Okay, just back out. Oh, I forgot I could have sold Doran's. Thanks, chat! Look at that, helpful backseat gaming. I literally am so out of practice with playing Summoner's Rift. I do just... Okay, she's literally gonna run at me, W me once. We good here? Okay, well. Okay, well, I can't... Oh my gosh! With the exhaust. That sucked. I would maybe get the Ashe. That's okay. Ashe, Utility, and Vayne. Nice. Good job, team. I did not know, in my defense, that there were 3 people there. I thought it was 2, because I saw 2. If it was 3, I would have... Oh, Flash sends a message anyway. I should have built Frozen instead of Wits? Okay. Honestly, look, this is helpful advice, because I have no idea. Why Frozen instead of Wits? Frozen is more of a health item, no? Oh, it's good for against Vayne? Ah, can I was just gonna build Death Stance. No, item builds I really don't mind. Actually, it's really helpful, so then I don't have to tab out to look at what I should build.
None can do what I do.
Is this guy okay? Oh, he's not okay. Wow. With one of their team members inting, we're still struggling this much to win.
I really should have stretched first.
That's great. I'm pushing top.
You've got lead feet.
This is... They have item guides. I just don't have one installed right now. But I have to tab out to check mobalytics or something, you know? I'm just not, like, try-harding enough. She's so freaking fast now. Jeez. Nice, nice, nice. This is a normal. I don't play currently ranked. Not a... what? That was an ash arrow. Ooh, spicy. Nice. I accidentally hit the turret. That's okay. Okay. Whee! Does anyone have an executioners? Caitlyn does. Is Caitlyn not with us right now? Yeah. I should have stuck a ignite on that guy. GG's! Alright, that was fun, chat. I'm gonna honor the jungler and the top laner. Okay, thank you guys for hanging out with us. I hope you enjoyed. Look, that was really, really crushing. I mean, my team honestly did so much of the work. Like, look at that. They did great. And I know for a fact that Aku is not playing in NA on the NA server, so bro is extra pulling some weight. Yo, Crystal Ball, thank you so much for the gifted sub. Appreciate it too. Thank you, thank you. Heck yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys are all having a really good time, and I will be back tomorrow. I don't know exactly what the plan is for tomorrow yet, so I will let you all know. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with us, and I hope you have a great, wonderful rest of your night. Yes, I know the ping must be annoying, which is literally what I'm saying. It's kind of crazy that you are playing on a non-NA server and you're crushing it. But yeah, thank you all so much. And thanks, Cristobal, again. Alright, I'm gonna give the raid over to Trisha, who we did a cooking stream with. Trisha is a birdie. Shout out to Trisha for being awesome. And then I will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern as well. So thank you all so much for hanging out with us, and have a great rest of your night, and I will be back. But yeah. Tomorrow, 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll let you know what the plan is. Okay, peace out. Bye. And if you're watching